Speak Between the Lines podcast.
The shit that's uncool to talk about,
we make cool to listen to.
God, seems like 1,000 years ago. I fought my way out of that cave. Became Iron Man. Realized I loved you.
We love you too, RD.
I know I said no more surprises, but I was really hoping to pull off one last one.
The world has changed. None of us can go back. All we can do is our best. And sometimes the best that we can do is to start over.
well, that's well right there.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. All right, man. We were trying to let the trailer wash over us.
I saw all these people die.
Oh, I feel you, Thor.
I keep telling everybody they should move on. Some do, but not us.
Shout out to Cap, man.
Even if there's a small chance.
Shout out to Black Widow.
To everyone who's not in this room.
She did a good job.
Yep.
Good look, right? Good start.
Favorite part of the trailer coming up.
We will. Whatever it takes.
All right, man. Speak Between the Lines podcast.
Whatever it takes.
Episode
EndGame. Whatever it takes.
It's your boy, Young Rez.
Go, J-Rock.
And we have the beautiful, the lovely Miss Asha joining us.
Takes.
Hello.
Yes, we are definitely in the end game. We're gonna have a great time. Put my theme music on. Oh my god, I got goosebumps in the chair.
Doesn't take much.
Yeah, it really don't, man. When you got 11 years vested in.
What's crazy when you think about it, that's a third of our lives. Like, think about it, a third of our lives has been the MCU.
Wow.
I like this one.
I can't remember like years where there hasn't at least been one or two that has come out.
Exactly.
Yeah, since 08.
Mm-hmm.
Even the first year, they kind of came out with a bang with two of them. Iron Man and Hulk right back to back.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That was the Dark Knight's year. You know, let's hold on. Before we get in the end game, let me ask y'all, did y'all see MCU growing like this? Because that year, I thought Dark Knight completely slaughtered them.
Oh, it did. It wasn't even close.
It wasn't close. And Iron Man was great.
Iron Man was an amazing movie, but Hulk Incredible was,
Yeah. It was all right.
I think they're just still testing the water, just trying to see like how many fans are out there. How great can this grow?
Right. Yeah.
It's on a great track.
It's come a long way. So obviously, this is an Endgame review episode. So spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen Endgame. By the way, you know the boys cracked $1 billion over the weekend?
I saw that.
They cracked $1 billion.
A billy.
A billy.
Man.
I'm a billionaire. I'm a young. You said what?
In a weekend, though.
Nigga, that's insane.
Well, it hasn't even been a weekend yet.
Yeah.
It's
nigga,
not even a full weekend.
as of this recording, like what is Sunday?
Oh.
What 6, 7 o'clock?
Yeah, and they already did 1.2, 1.3.
Jeez.
Is that the most of all movies of all time
I feel-
premieres?
Oh yes, without question, it
Yeah.
has to be.
It's pretty cool. I had to hit 300 domestically. Worldwide it is. It
Okay.
almost is domestically, yeah.
But I feel like the number one movie, Avatar, is at. I think they finished at 1.6. I might have to look that up. Hold on, chop it up real quick. Let me see. what
Yeah,
Avatar
I mean,
finished
but
at.
that's the worldwide. So, I'm not think that's just the domestic for the 1.6.
Ah, okay.
So that's
Okay.
the worldwide at $1 billion. Right now, domestically, I think it's closing in on 300, which would make it the all-time grossing opening weekend movie.
Wow,
Not alone just Marvel, but period.
that is insane.
I didn't see that coming.
No,
Quicksilver. I saw what you did there.
that was good. You're gonna get a lot of that today. There's gonna be a lot of callbacks on this one. All right, man. Oh yeah. So Titanic. So Avatar finished 2.7 billion.
Oh yeah, that's
okay. Worldwide gross.
That's over with.
Titanic is 2.1 billion. Star Wars: The Force Awakens. They finna eat Star Wars lunch.
Yep.
They finished barely over 2 billion.
But
barely.
I think that was the one that has the all-time record for the premiere opening.
They did, yeah, they did. But they blew them out Thursday.
No. So they blew out the Thursday record, but opening weekend.
Yeah, Star Wars got them.
Yeah,
I don't know if Star Wars still has them though. We might have to see that one. But damn, Infinity War is the 4th highest grossing worldwide movie of all time, and Jurassic World is number 5.
Wow, that's a disappointing list.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Hold on, listen to this top 10. You got Avatar 1, Titanic 2, Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Let's play a game of which movie doesn't belong. Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
That's one.
Avengers: Infinity War.
Okay.
Jurassic World.
That's 2.
The Avengers.
Okay.
Furious 7.
Oh, that's definitely number 1.
Avengers: Age of Ultron. Black Panther and Harry Potter. That's your top 10.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Fast and Furious doesn't belong.
Number 12 is Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. How, Sway?
I can understand it for Fast and Furious though, because that's the one right after Paul.
Oh,
yeah.
That's that one. So everyone was like, "All right,
yeah, we gotta go see it."
I'm still misty. That last 60 seconds.
I can't. Oh my god!
I can listen to that Wiz Khalifa song no more.
Yeah, that might be the best song he's ever done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
just from a moment standpoint. But EndGame is already number 18. Like today, it's 18.
Yeah, it'll be number 1 in a week.
That's insane. All right, man. So let's go ahead and get into this. This is going to be a longer episode. Clearly, anybody who's listening to this episode is probably an MCU fan. So I want to go out to y'all on y'all first thoughts of the movie. What when you were in the theater coming out, soon as the ending happened, and did y'all stay for the end credits? The little plank?
No, I didn't stay all the way until the plank.
Oh, okay. So the moment that the movie ended for y'all, what was the first thing y'all was thinking?
I gotta get to the bathroom.
Second thought? No.
What was your second thought? Hold on. First of all, did everybody make it through without going to the bathroom?
Yes.
I did, actually.
I did. Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
all right, so second thought.
I never expected to see a movie that good.
Mm.
Like the payoff from the smallest things that happened in a movie 10 years ago paid off. So
yeah,
that part was amazing. The fact that some of the more obvious things that were going to happen, I was so invested into watching the movie that I didn't see coming. Like the whole Hawkeye family scene.
Right.
It's in the trailer, but I never thought it's from before the snap.
Right.
Then as soon as the movie started, I'm like, oh shit, they're finna do this, aren't they?
Yeah.
So,
Ash, I want to get your first thoughts, but after that, I have a follow-up question for y'all. Did the movie go the way y'all expected? So don't let me forget that. But yeah, what was your first thoughts?
So I wanted to watch EndGame a virgin, if I can say that. I didn't watch any trailer.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Not
respect.
a single one.
How'd you do that?
I stayed off social media.
That's
completely.
Respect. That is
completely.
Respect.
Anytime I saw that it was about to come on, I'm good. Because I wanted to see it. I wanted to experience
you didn't even get hit with the 5-second YouTube clip?
No.
Yeah, that's actually impressive.
Yeah. I was very happy with it. And so at the end of the movie, I felt like doing a standing ovation.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, this is it. This is it. Like, I loved it.
Yeah. And I'm kind of like you. So this is the movie, out of all the movies that I've seen that I've been super hyped about, this is the movie I knew the least amount about. The hype actually, and I think I said this on one of our episodes, the hype didn't actually hit me until the last trailer when they were going to get Thanos.
Got you.
That one. By the way, you have a lot of great trailers to go watch now.
And I will. I will watch them all.
And it doesn't give away the movie. Like all the trailers for the most part in the first 15 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
Did y'all watch Captain Marvel?
I did.
So that was supposed to be like a little prequel to right before
Well, the last 30 seconds was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
most of that movie took place in
Did you watch
95.
Got you. No.
Okay, never mind.
Good job.
Thank you.
All right. We've had a long running back and forth on Captain Marvel. But like you, I really didn't know much about the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried so hard to stay off of social media, especially that last 7 to 8 days.
Yeah.
Because it premiered overseas first.
Yep.
And so I didn't want to play with them. But I just felt, I don't know, like I literally sat in the movie theater and I don't know if I've ever been more satisfied watching the conclusion of a movie series in my life. Because when I was watching it, I don't know, like I have a bad experience with most movie series, especially the last movie. So a lot of trilogies don't stick the ending. I felt like the Dark Knight series, I love Batman Begins. I love The Dark Knight even more. But I don't really like The Dark Knight Rises as a movie. I really don't. I don't think they stuck the landing. But I think I felt that way because I knew too much. I read a version of the movie, like a scripted version of the movie of how it was supposed to go.
Right.
Before it came out.
Yeah, I didn't make that mistake.
And I fell in love with that version. And not to turn this to a Dark Knight fest, but in the version I read, Dark Knight Rises actually picked up right where Dark Knight ended.
I remember you telling me about that. So for me, I heard about that after the fact. So I didn't know about it going into it. So I was okay with it. Yeah,
see, I felt tainted because I was just like, damn, like Bane was an incredible villain. And for the most part, I felt like, well, they kind of cut him down to size by the end. They cut his balls off. Like he had no gravitas at the end of the movie.
They did.
So much so that they killed him off screen. I'm like, my G, like you got one of the greatest.
Imagine the fire.
Yeah, you can imagine the fire. Boom. Wait, what the fuck happened?
Right.
So for Avengers, it's like, yeah, like I was like, God damn it, they stuck the landing. Like they stuck the landing like perfectly.
Yeah.
So that was my first thought. So I guess did the movie go? Well, Ash, did you even have an idea of how the movie was going to go? Since you didn't really.
I really didn't. I had no idea. I did hear about how it was going to start.
Right.
You know, with Iron Man floating around in space, and then you're thinking that he's going to be gone, but he can't possibly be gone.
Right.
You know, that's like the whole movie, right?
Spoilers.
And exactly.
He doesn't die, guys. Sorry.
He made it all the way through.
He doesn't die at the beginning.
Yeah. Spoilers. All right. We'll get into that.
Yeah. But other than that, like I really had no idea how it was going to go. When the last Avenger movie ended, I was so conflicted because I didn't know if Thanos was a good guy or a bad guy.
Hashtag Thanos did nothing wrong.
So
you definitely got your answer in this movie. You found out.
Did.
We're gonna talk about him too.
Yeah.
He had convictions.
That nigga's convictions are strong.
Yeah.
That nigga's pressing people. What you say about my mom? I'm like, shit, nigga, I didn't say nothing.
Right. At all.
So what about you?
So I only watched the first trailer.
Okay. I remember you said that.
The first trailer really didn't give enough of the movie for me to have an idea. I was more concerned is like, how are you going to bring everybody back and it be believable?
Yes. That was a big concern.
Because after Hulk snapped his fingers, I forget about that he brought everybody back.
They did a great job of doing that too.
So I'm like,
and I'm glad I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I had no idea that they were coming back.
Right.
At all.
Oh, really?
No, I didn't. I was just like, they're gone.
Right.
I mean,
the last movie, they were gone, right?
But Black Panther 2 got greenlit.
Well, yeah, but she probably stayed away from all that. Did you even know that Spider-Man Homecoming or Far From Home was coming out?
In a couple months.
I mean, it's kind of
when I say I got off of social media.
Okay, I got you.
And I wasn't trying to hear anything.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, so she had the purest experience out of all of us.
Man, I wish I could have done that.
Yeah, I wish I could too.
But yeah, so I knew that they were bringing everybody back, but it was the how that they did it. Yeah. And even though I knew they were going to bring everybody back, I I forgot about it in the movie experience.
Yeah.
Cause like I got so caught up in the fight.
Correct.
So it's like, then it's like here on your left. Holy shit.
Hold on. Wait. Too early. Well, okay, so we're going to get into some moments. We're going to get some moments, but yeah. So in this first section, let's try to stay away from spoilers and moments.
Okay.
Let's just go with experiences and feelings.
Okay. Man, this movie had a lot more feels than I expected it.
Way more.
Like, I didn't cry, but got choked up a lot.
Well, you know what? Let me tell you this, because I saw it twice.
Mm-hmm.
I saw opening night, and I cried. But it was like a G cry, like.
Was it the Denzel Washington glory? One tear down your left side of the face?
Yeah, but you didn't go full shoulders.
No, I didn't go full shoulders. Yeah, like no, I didn't go full shoulder, but I had a fucking knot in my throat, dog. It was bad. But that's probably because of my seating arrangement. Because like,
right there at the front,
nigga, I was in the very, very front row. So in Dolby, they push it back a little bit, but I forgot how big the damn screen is.
Gotcha.
So like, my neck is like at a 90 degree. I'm like, I had a 180. Like I'm like, shit. So I'm looking up to Iron Man and all these people. I mean, like literally, like those are my heroes. I'm definitely looking up to them. So I'm choking up. But the second time I saw it, the next day, nigga, I mean, it came down. Like, I was a fucking mess. And I don't know how to put that in words. But like, it hit me like 3 or 4 times. I cried like 3 or 4 times in that movie.
Yeah, I can see that.
And we're going to talk about some characters, but I definitely have a story about one of them that really got me. But okay, so we got the thoughts. We got the experiences.
Mm-hmm.
I guess leading up to the movie, did it live up to your hype? To the hype of the movie?
I'll let you go first.
I definitely think it did. It really, really did. I thought, and I might be jumping a little bit here.
No, go for it.
But when I was originally asked, like the day I saw it, what do you think of this movie? I would say this is probably the top 5, top 3 movies of all time.
That.
I did, right? That. Immediately. Yeah. I was texting you. But if I could be honest with myself,
okay,
I would say this is my number 1 favorite movie of all time.
Favorite Marvel, favorite comic book, or just
I would say the favorite movie, period.
No genres.
That's
powerful.
It is.
Wow.
Because of the culmination.
Yeah.
Of how long it took us to get here, and that final, like one of the final scenes.
Yeah.
It was everything to me.
Let me support her on that, because here's the advantage that EndGame has that any movie that we probably would compare it to doesn't have.
Yeah.
It's a culmination of events.
22 movies.
So it has an inherent advantage over other movies that like Terminator 2 is one of my all-time favorite movies, right? Mm-hmm. Terminator 2 gets me choked up, right? Because the music, the score, like everything in that ending, it made so much sense, right?
Right.
It doesn't have the build up. Like they had to build me up to that in 2 hours. Avengers had the advantage of building me up over like 200 hours.
Yeah.
So it's a little different.
No, it is. And so for me, I had zero expectations going into this movie. I was actually we talked about it last week, I was on the other side of it. I felt like this movie had more to lose than to gain.
Wow, talk about it.
So, with this movie, it coming off the heels of. I'll let this go on here.
It was funny. Go ahead.
It's coming off the heels of Civil War, which was a phenomenal movie. Had some flaw holes, but still overall great movie.
Oh, I got it. Go ahead.
Coming off of Infinity War, with the way they made Thanos was amazing. He was a sympathetic hero. He almost was. He was the Killmonger of the MCU, where it's like, okay, he's doing something that's bad, but I get why he does it. His conviction into why he's doing this makes him seem more of a anti-hero than a hero.
The villain you love to hate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then you have Peter Parker at the end.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
I don't want to go.
Let me start. I don't feel so good. Like, everybody else has got a generic dust off, and then you got the emotional payout of Peter Parker. You have everybody else.
Right.
You know, you have the Vision. All these storylines paid up and paid off in the movie. And so I'm coming into EndGame knowing that you have to bring everybody back.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the back of my mind like, okay, I know Black Panther made a Billy. He's coming back.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
Money talks.
Spider-Man 2 is already being shot, so we already know that movie's done.
Right.
So how you gonna do time travel and make it believable where you're not gonna mess up the storyline?
Right.
So
yeah.
to me, they could have easily fumbled.
No, I agree with that.
So
I can see where your logic's coming in.
So I came into this movie. It's like I know it's gonna be a good movie because it's the Russo brothers, but it's a lot to. It's 22 movies leading up to it. You know what I mean? It's a lot of history, and the fact that they paid service to everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's I'm not going to yet, but it's so so many things that they did right for even Ant-Man. Like in Civil War, he was a fan of everybody. He wasn't really the hero.
Right.
Yeah.
And they took that into this movie. It's like everything that happened over the past 10 years they brought and they paid service to, and they also told an amazing story along the way. So
yeah, and I get your concerns in regards to it had more to lose than the gain, because it's like, well, let's think about it. They came off Infinity War, which was an incredible movie. So the opportunity for them to mess everything up was high.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how do you, and again, we go back to that word satisfaction. Like, how do you end this in a way that satisfies everyone?
Yeah.
That you don't mess up the timeline. You don't mess up the emotion that we have going into it, and how you don't cheapen what you did in the movie before. Because it's very easy to bring everybody back, and now I just feel like the last movie was like a moot point.
Exactly.
Yes. And like, that's what the Hawkeye scene at the beginning, once I saw that scene, I'm like, okay, I'm sold.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, y'all aren't just glossing over what happened.
You know what? I kind of want to segue into Hawkeye, but let's play a game real quick. But I do want to get
about it. At some point, talk about it.
No, because I think this is a testament to. Well, you know what? Fuck the game. Let's talk about it now.
Mm-hmm.
What I love about this movie, and I see what Ash is saying about this might be her favorite movie of all time, right? Is they did more with characters that I had no ties to than I've ever seen in a movie. I've never seen a movie take somebody I could have cared less about, like Hawkeye. Who cares about him? I could care less about him. In the first 2 minutes, I felt something for him. When I saw him again in China, I was like, shit, that makes sense. Like he said one line to the dealer, the main guy that he was going after. He said, half the world got erased. They got Thanos.
And you survived.
You survived. So you get me.
Yeah.
And that one sentence was like, damn, like he's literally punishing everybody who survived the snap that didn't deserve to live.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love him.
And with under 10 minutes of screen time.
Which is ridiculous. Dude, the one scene they got me with Hawkeye, when they did the first test, and he went back to his house, and he grabbed the baseball mitt.
And he was about to mess it up.
He's about to mess up
the timeline.
He's about to go to see his daughter, and they pulled him back right there. And my heart broke for him. I was a little mad at the movie because I felt they should have let that breathe a little bit. I felt like when he got back, he should have grieved. Like, why did you bring me back? Like, that would have
I didn't know if they knew they were pulling him back.
They didn't.
Exactly.
Yeah, they didn't know.
I love his response to it being nothing.
Yeah.
Because in the moment, he wants to go back in with his family. Once he comes back,
but he
he's like,
realized.
I had to stay on mission.
Yeah.
I know what I'm fighting for now.
I can respect that.
Yeah.
I can respect that.
I like, without saying anything, they said volumes.
Yeah. So kudos to the movie for that. Because that,
Yes.
I mean, was there any characters that you feel like they did justice to that you really didn't care for going in?
I'm gonna say Cap.
You weren't feeling Cap?
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Did more justice to Captain America
That you didn't
than
care
I
for.
didn't. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
I was like, wait a minute.
I was like, I'm about to have a whole different
Okay.
Wait,
whole
what's going
podcast
on here?
turned on. This one that.
Like, did you not see some war?
Disrespectful.
No,
I
I guess I misunderstood your question.
Yeah, like somebody that you went to the movies is just like, I don't really care about the character, but they made you feel something for them. Or was everybody Team Hawkeye except me?
I didn't care about Hawkeye going into it. I wish the situation was reversed in the movie.
What you mean?
With Black Widow?
Yes.
Black Widow, I was never a huge fan of.
Right.
But her sacrifice
Yes.
that she made was very honorable.
I kind of want to get into that.
I understand why she made the sacrifice, because he has more to live for than what she does. In
Exactly.
Winter Soldier, it was Winter Soldier and Civil War. She alludes to that she doesn't have a past. She wants to have a future with Bruce Banner, but she can't have kids, so she can't have a family.
Right.
I get all that. However, in this movie, after the 5 years, they established that she spent the 5 years being the leader of the Avengers.
Right.
She's the one who's holding everything down. She's the one who's trying to make sure that the world doesn't get worse.
Right.
And just like, oh, fuck it.
But at the same time, she felt like she wasn't really doing anything because there was really nothing to avenge.
That's true. She was like, what are we going to do with the earthquake under the water?
Nothing.
We leave it alone. That's how we handle it.
Just that.
Nat?
I did feel bad for her because when she thought everybody had gone and she started crying, I don't know why women do that. They wait until everybody is gone
To have the breaking moment.
and then they break.
Yeah.
I mean, because they know that to be strong for everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And oh my God, shout out to the women in this movie.
Yes.
Shout out to the women.
Yes.
I'm glad they got that scene. Like just kind of fast forwarding the scene with all the women there.
Yep.
But I'm not going to lie. That was a bittersweet moment for me because she wasn't there.
Right.
And I felt like she was supposed to be in the middle of that picture.
Yeah.
And that was a moment I got a little fucked up. I was like, God damn it, Nat. Like everybody's there but her. I'm like, come on, man. Like it didn't feel complete. So I feel like she made the sacrifice. And for everybody that doesn't know, I mean, spoilers, but you've seen the movie. You should half the world seen the movie. But
It's made $1 billion.
it's made $1 billion. So
yeah.
The scene we're talking about is on Vormir, where Black Widow and Hawkeye go to get the Soul Stone.
Yep.
And shout out to the Russo brothers for the layout of this scene, because one, it takes you all the way back to the Infinity War. Right, the dread of that moment.
Yeah.
It hits you immediately with the score.
Oh, yeah, you know, it was the same musical score.
The same score.
Mm-hmm.
And then they drop the score once Red Skull tells them, in order to get the soul, you have to lose what you love the most. A soul for a soul. It tonally shifts because it immediately cuts to them laughing. Like, he's waving at Red Skull like, yeah, nigga, like, we're not jumping. What are you, stupid?
Right.
And that's the difference between Infinity versus EndGame. Thanos had to sacrifice what he loved most.
Right.
She did it to herself. I mean, they both were planning to do it to themselves. They weren't willing to sacrifice the other person. So it's like, does the rules change?
Well, no. So I think that's what made it more powerful. So here's how I read it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Black Widow and Hawkeye, even going back to the first Avengers movie, had a thing for each other. But never acted on it. It was an unspoken love. Because remember when Loki hit that nigga with the hokey pokey stick, you're on my side now, right? And she banged his head against the goddamn rail because that's how magic works.
Yeah,
right? Like you hit him real hard.
It was a strong rail.
Yes,
the nigga that rail was.
It did not give it all.
That shit was vibranium. Like, God damn. That nigga said, "Boom." Hey Nat, like what the fuck? But they had like, it was weird. It was like a brother-sister thing that they were only brother and sister because he was married. Had he not been married, I feel like they would have been a couple.
I never saw that as a romantic.
Mm-hmm.
It felt more like the mentor-mentee.
Who was the mentor?
He was. Because he pulled her out of darkness.
She did say that.
So I feel like it was, this person saved me. I have so much respect for the life that he gave me.
Right.
So I never felt like it was a romantic side, but it's still, you sacrifice yourself. You didn't sacrifice what you love most. Because what you love most is other person.
That's true. I read it as,
I mean, it still was a great scene. I'm not taking anything away from it. I'm just nitpicking.
No, that's cool. No, and that's a good thing about the show is we can actually nitpick this a little bit. But I read it. Well, I did read the romantic part of, like, it's certain things like when she was in China and she grabbed his hand, right, to console him. I get that. When they went head to head and they closed their eyes, I felt something, right? There's a deep love there. I felt the sacrifice for the Soul Stone was actually the fact that she loves her family. She says earlier in the movie that the Avengers are her family.
That is her family. Yeah.
And so she's sacrificing the one thing that she loves the most, and the fact that she knows she's not going to be with her family.
Yeah.
So I think that's what basically solidified the sacrifices, that I'm giving up the opportunity to do this for people that I care about more than myself.
Yeah. I still would have rather have been Hawkeye than her, though.
But I think that's the key. Everybody wanted it to be Hawkeye over her.
Yeah.
The fact that she did that, first of all, the fight scene leading up to it between them was emotional, because it's just like, these niggas are fighting to kill themselves to save the other person.
Right.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And then the fact that he got the upper hand, like he literally blew her ass off to the side.
Let that have been me. You got it.
It's all you. It's all you.
Got it.
God damn it, Jay. I just pictured Jay and Ash are fighting.
Ash, no, you got it.
Ash pushed him down and she just let Ash jump.
He's like, my leg.
On second thought.
That nigga said, my leg. The Peter Griffin.
I will give an amazing eulogy, though.
Okay.
Oh my God.
That's good to know. Thank you.
Jesus. Joseph and Mary. All right.
All of them.
Yes, all of them. But the fact that he actually got the upper, he looked her dead in her eye and jumped.
Yeah.
And she jumped after him to save him. So I'm sitting there thinking like, oh shit, they both finna make it.
Right.
And then when he starts dangling off the cliff, and I'm like, oh no, like, are you serious? It's like that? And then she straight up told him, let me go.
And that's the part I was going to say, that's the sacrifice, because he did have to let her go.
Whoa, bars.
She really pushed off. It was no way.
But he didn't want to let her go.
He didn't.
But it was still hard for him.
The moment that got me choked up when he said, "It's okay."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Let me go. It's like, oh, God damn.
That shit hurt. So the second time I was watching the movie, that's the first time I saw that scene, it hit me, but it was like awe. Like I was in awe, like that happened. The second time I watched it, tears.
Because it's not that obvious. Like you said, everybody.
I didn't think it was going to happen. For some reason, I thought it was not going to happen.
I thought they were going to figure it out.
Exactly.
And I thought it was a plot hole at first. So I was like, how the hell did they not know that the sacrifice was going to take place?
Why would they know it?
But that's what I thought about. I was like, well, wait a minute. Who told them?
Right.
Because, what's my girl name? Not Gamora. Gamora's sister.
Nebula.
Mm-hmm. All she knows is that Thanos went there and came back without Gamora.
Mm-hmm.
She don't really know.
Yes, she said, all know is that they both came and only he came back.
Right. So he didn't know. They didn't know how he got the stone. Mm-hmm. They just knew that the nigga came back with the stone. And she died. So,
or just didn't come back.
Yeah. We didn't know what happened. But I mean, yeah, that oh shit, let's play the game. That's a little
He's about to cry at the time.
Again.
That was an emotional moment. So one thing that Jay and I did, and Ash, you can play with us. We'll have you actually grade these, or not grade these, but pick one or the other.
Okay.
So there's obviously been a lot of movie trailers in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and so we chose the one that we love the best to basically say, hey, this is the top trailer or score in a movie that sold us on something being epic. So we'd like you to listen to both of them, pick which one you think hits you more.
Okay.
No pressure.
All right. Got it.
Good.
So
go ahead, Key, yours up first.
So my movie is actually a movie that I don't really like.
Damn it.
It is in the grand scheme of
I
things.
did.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah.
But it's a movie that I really don't like.
Mm-hmm.
But the trailer literally pitched me.
God damn it.
On
picked the same movie.
We probably did. We probably picked the same movie because the trailer was that good.
Yeah.
But literally it sold me on a concept. It's one of those movies where it was like, damn, trailers lie to you.
Okay.
Hard.
They lie to you because I literally fell in love with this trailer and I was promised a movie that I didn't get. And when I didn't get the movie, I was livid. Mm. So, can we keep
one
up
of
that
the
trailer?
reasons I didn't watch trailers.
That's probably a good idea. Yeah. That you actually didn't watch the trailer beforehand. But
you've been hot over this.
For this one, I'll watch other movie trailers.
Yeah.
But I said specifically.
Yeah, the good thing with EndGame, their marketing department was legit. Like they marketed this movie perfect. They didn't spoil anything. In fact, they actually lied to us in the trailer. Same way they lied to us in Infinity War. You remember in Infinity War when they had that trailer with the Hulk running with the group in Wakanda?
Yeah, and it actually turned out to be the Hulkbuster.
And it was the Hulkbuster?
Yeah.
They did one of those lies to us in the Infinity War trailers, but we'll talk about it. So,
all right, so we're going to go key up Red's song first. Here we go.
There it is. I hear the wind.
Got a lot of apologies to make. Nothing's been the same since New York. You experience things, and then they're over. I can't sleep.
That was so cute. I can't sleep. Going into a
there's 100 people who want to kill me. I hope I can protect one thing I can't live without.
But the fact that they got that part from Iron Man 3 and paid it off in EndGame,
I didn't even catch that.
Ladies, children,
sheep.
Some people call me a terrorist. I consider myself a teacher. Lesson number 1. Heroes. There is no such thing.
So the feels that I have from this trailer still piss me off.
Oh, man.
Because the movie I envisioned just off of this trailer would have been the best Iron Man movie of all time.
It was financially, but actually would have been good.
Right. And oh my God, they had a perfect villain, perfect casting, perfect theme. Everything was right. And I was just like, damn, like Tony's feeling this shit from the Avengers. Like he went to the wormhole. He stopped the invasion in New York. He can't sleep. He's at his weakest moment. He's trying to protect the one thing he loved, his wife, well, his girlfriend at the time. Yeah. And this nigga's a threat. And he blew up Tony's house. So I'm like, shit, like this is going to be amazing. Not so much. But the music still grabs me to this day. And I think it's one of the best trailers in MCU history, if nothing else for the fact that it completely fooled me.
And the conviction in Tony's voice.
Yeah.
As he's like saying everything.
Yeah.
That's what got me.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't even have to see it. You can just hear it. And just be like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
God, sure. So I did pick the same one.
Yeah, I've kind of figured.
So I do have a backup that I can play as well. I don't know how. Let's see. So mine is just the instrumental.
Okay.
For it.
Let me see if I can catch this one. This Cap?
That's all I was going to say.
This Cap.
Yeah.
It's got to be Winter Soldier.
Civil War.
The Civil War?
Civil War. Got to ask.
Trailer 1, 2,
ready.
and 3. Trailer 2. Damn, I gotta go back and watch this. This sounds amazing. Marvel's scores.
It's emotion.
Yeah, you feel that shit.
Oh my god. I love how they match up the fighting with the bomb.
They're very good at doing that. Shout out to Civil War. Civil War, I mean, we're gonna rank these movies at the end, but I mean, Civil War is up there. Civil War is up there.
I agree.
All right, so out of those two, which one, Ash?
Just because I am a Captain America fan,
I respect it.
it's gonna have to do with Cap.
I respect it. I'm not mad at that.
So
I respect it.
Either way, I would have won because I picked both.
That's true. That is true. Hey, actually, good point.
Really?
Hey, take the wins, niggas.
Got it.
All right, cool. So let's get back into the end game of it all. Who are your favorite characters in Endgame? Let's start with you, Ash.
My favorite characters, in no particular order.
Yep.
Okay.
I really did like the Hulk.
Really?
I did.
Professor Hulk.
But, yeah,
I would love,
I did.
Expound on that.
I did because it was always a turmoil between the two.
Gotcha.
And he was able to find a happy medium.
Mm-hmm.
As all things
And
should
he still kept his genius. He kept his strength. That's what we all aspire to do.
Wow, you went philosophical. That's a good take. I ain't mad at that. That's a good angle to take.
Now.
That's a good.
Wow, good.
I loved it.
That's a good angle.
When I saw him, I was like, wait a minute, he don't really look. And then I was like, okay, yes, I love this.
Okay.
So Hulk to me,
Wow.
the new Hulk.
God damn, that was a good take.
Yeah.
She actually turned me.
She kind of turned me a little bit. I'm gonna turn back, but she got me. She did turn me for a
Put
second.
a psychological major on me. God damn,
Wow.
that was good.
Shout out to Ash. Okay.
And then of course,
Real.
I really did like, of course, Iron Man. You got to give it to him.
Shout out to Robert Downey.
The thing about him, to me, was when he had his family.
Yeah.
I felt like he was pre-grieving.
Okay, break that down.
Okay,
For them.
Let's talk about that.
Now she carrying the weight now.
I did. I really felt it because once he figured out time travel and he had that discussion with his wife,
Right.
and she was like, but will you be able
To rest.
to rest?
Which is so crazy that goes right back to the Iron Man 3 trailer.
And I never pieced those two together. You revealed something to me. That was amazing.
Because Iron Man 3 was the PSD portion where he was always worried about, I know it's a bigger threat that's looming.
Yep.
And they paid it off so well with this movie. So with that one scene, it's like, well, you could lay down, but could you actually rest?
The love that he had for his daughter.
Yeah.
You could just see he was so amazed by her.
Yeah.
And
I love you 3000.
he didn't want to risk that. It's like risking a dream or thinking this is just a fleeting moment.
Right.
That's why I was saying, like, I could tell from the beginning that this was going to be his struggle.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking that he was going to do something to
ruin it?
To kind of ruin it for the sake of his family.
Right.
Yeah.
That is what I was most scared of.
Yeah.
I felt the same. I know exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Then we figured out, like, is he going to tell anybody? I think he's going to keep this one himself just so he can keep his daughter.
I didn't know how he was going to, I thought he was going to do that, but I think that's why the ending was so emotional.
Yeah.
To me, because he knew.
Yeah.
And the fact that he couldn't speak. He didn't have the words, he didn't have the quip, he was just like, it's okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. He was just a man.
Yeah. At that point.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ash.
And then for comic relief, I think Thor was fat Thor.
Thor brought the heat. Hey, fat Thor brought the heat.
Thor was my role model for this. He's like, yo, that nigga's this at 300 pounds. God damn it, there's hope for me. God damn it. We don't need no salads. We don't need no keto diet.
Yo.
It don't even matter. Thor can still get it. Like,
Hey.
Shout out to Chris Hemsworth, nigga.
I was like, okay, yeah.
Yo,
He's good.
That nigga had me rolling, dog.
When he was talking to his mom.
Oh my God.
Feels.
Yeah, I did get a little convicted, but then they did a little comic relief about, I'm totally from the future. I'm glad that they did that because I would probably have started crying.
You know what's crazy though? This is how good EndGame is, and I'm glad you picked up on that. EndGame is so good. They made Thor: The Dark World relevant.
Mm-hmm.
That's how good EndGame is,
And that's hard to do.
that's amazing.
Because that movie was trash.
They literally took the worst movie in their catalog and made it relevant.
That wasn't Ant-Man?
No,
Ant-Man was good. Ant-Man was
fire.
good. Yeah, the bad guys. And when old boy was telling the damn story, you couldn't shut up. Hell
That's
yeah.
what happened was.
Shit, nigga, Ant-Man was good just on them 2 scenes.
Got you. Okay, point taken.
But no, so for me it was Thor.
Thor was your favorite.
Oh, hands down.
Okay.
Okay.
It's because it showed so much coming from Infinity War. He's like, well, I lost my mom, I lost my dad,
Mhm.
I lost my brother, I lost
Yeah.
my sister. He's like, well, if you lose, what else you have? Well, there's nothing else that can take it from me.
All right.
And then the opening 5 minutes, he kills Thanos. Said, "Well, this time I went for the head."
Right.
And the next time we see him, 5 years later, he's trying to drink himself into a grave, basically,
Yeah.
because he has to deal with the responsibility of half of not just the Earth, but the entire universe is gone because I was overconfident.
Mhm.
Because I wanted my revenge for my brother so much that I lost sight of what's really important.
Mm.
You know, and then, you know, of course, I had the jokes with, like, he's like, you know, hey, we found Thanos. He's like, well, hey, we don't say the name here.
But then he
And-
said it.
Yeah, like, then we say it 5 seconds later. But you felt the gravity of how Thanos has haunted him.
Mm.
Right.
So, like, yeah. Then you had the when it went back to Thor 2, and he's like, hey, Thor, come here. Hey, Thor, come here real quick. Come here real quick. Bow!
Oh, yeah.
With Rocket
The
slap.
slap.
To slap her around the
Slap.
world.
Slap.
Man, that was hilarious. Like, hey, can you please just wipe the crumb out your beard so we can go save her?
That nigga said she's really gone.
You said
And our
it.
friends are kind of gone.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, it's like, it's real.
That's real shit.
He's like, yo, we have a chance to bring everybody back. Yeah, your mom's died. She's dead, but so what? Look at how much good can come of this.
Right.
And, you know, then at the end of, after he, you know, had speak with his mom, and he has so much self-doubt that he goes for the hammer.
Mm.
Because he knows that his dad said that if I'm not worthy,
Yeah.
I can't hold it.
Right.
Oh.
That's
Right.
powerful.
Wow.
That's powerful.
So he gets the hammer and said, hey, I'm still worthy.
Yeah.
He
And
did say
that's
that.
the reassurance he needed to keep on fighting. So,
Yeah.
hands down, Thor.
Wow. Wow. So for me, or do you have any others?
I mean, it's our Robert Downey Iron Man. See, is there anybody else? Nah, Thor, Iron Man. I appreciated Cap for the sacrifices that he made in the movie. So when Robert comes back from the first time from outer space, and which I love, sick
Oh,
Robert Downey Jr. It's like that.
Oh, I know.
That
was
looked amazing. It's like, wow.
that was amazing.
It was.
So, and he's literally saying, you know, he's just venting to him.
Mhm.
He's like, you know, hey, you told us if we lose, we'll, you know,
We do it
we're
together.
in that together too. You lied to me. You're a liar. And
Whew.
it brought back the Civil War.
Mhm.
He's like, hey, that's my dad's shield. That doesn't belong to you. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So I love the fact that he let him vent out. You know, he gave him one shot. He's like, I want to build suits around the world. Well, you know, hey, how did that work out for you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny, but it's like, okay, I fucked up.
Yeah.
But it's like he let him get everything off that he needed to because he knew what he just lost. So
I think my favorite characters. Well, let's stay with Iron Man for a second because I think he's on everybody's list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My thing with Iron Man is he truly is a hero because out of everybody that went through the snap, he actually came out ahead of everybody because everybody lost something. He gained something. He didn't lose Rhodey.
Oh no, he lost. No,
he lost Peter.
And so, which is I thought was an amazing dynamic because once Peter came back, his family was complete. It was like his lost son. Exactly. So he had his daughter, but the whole time while he's always working on the time travel, he misses his son.
So you kind of lead me down the path. So, but I appreciate it. So he gains a daughter.
Right.
So he was alluding to having a child in Avengers, Infinity War. He has the child. He has Pepper. So Pepper survives the snap. He has the child. He has his long lost son, Peter. Peter is the only thing that ties him to this story to actually have the will to do it.
Right. The pre-snap.
Correct. Mm-hmm. So he figures out time travel. And the first thing that he did as a man was talk to his wife. Mm-hmm. That's powerful. Okay. That's powerful messaging. That might slip by some people, but as a man of the house, you have to confer with your wife.
Only the married man was
right. Because I was like,
everybody assumes like, oh, he did say that.
Right. Well, okay.
I was like, yeah, okay.
Okay, like,
okay, where's going with this?
But it also speaks to the power of the woman. Pepper had the option
to say no.
Cut that shit off,
knowing
what
could happen.
Yeah, he put the power of saving the universe in the hands of his wife, and his wife made the call, understanding who he was in relation to the world. You're better than this.
Yeah.
Which is the whole reason the line came. Yes, you would sleep, but could you rest?
Wow, this movie's getting better.
That is amazing.
You're going to see us again tonight.
So that part makes him a hero.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. Because in the face of, like, I have it all, but I'm going to risk it all for the greater good. That's literally the definition of a hero.
The simple fact that he went to even try to research it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he could have just went on.
And he said no.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Point blank.
Point blank, period. He said, I won't even. And he said, you won't even? I won't even.
The beautiful part about that is he didn't want to give anybody else false hope. Because this is something that he's been working on for a while. Because you can't just pick up time travel and just figure it out in one night.
Right.
He's been working on this for the past 5 years in secret.
Correct.
And he's like, I'm not willing to give somebody hope for something that I couldn't figure out in the past 5 years. So I'm not even going to tell you until I figure it out. Mm-hmm. And then when I figure it out, I'm telling you what I'm not willing to risk. If you're willing to let me keep my family, I'll do it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that shows, principle. If you don't stand for anything, you'll fall. You don't stand for
something.
You'll fall for anything.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And then, you know what? Now that you brought up hope, though, let's segue into one of my other favorite characters, Hawkeye. One of the most powerful things this nigga said when Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow, went up to him was, "Don't." She said, "We figured something out." He said, "Don't."
Yes,
don't give me
hope.
He had some more people he wanted to kill. That's all that was.
I mean, he definitely had a list, nigga, because he was in New Mexico first. He was in Mexico first, and he went all the way to China. Nigga, what would that airline's flight be like? Like, if this nigga was he sitting in first class or coach?
Is he gonna have the cloak on or not?
Right. Yo, could you imagine him putting that fucking dagger through security?
So clear, TSA has been snapped out.
Oh, shit. TSA got snapped out of existence.
No more TSA.
Oh shit! But Hawkeye was so emotionally grounded in this movie. Like, he brought the feels home because one, we saw his family get lost in the very intro. Yeah. We see the darkness he descends into so much so that Black Widow literally has to say to Rhodey, find him for me, please. Like, do me a solid and help me find him. She travels all the way across the world for him, right? So then they bring him back. He goes on the first mission. We already talked about the baseball mitt in that moment. Then on top of that, when they get to Vormir for the sacrifice, he straight up tells her, I've gone in the darkness. It has to be me. Yeah. Because my hands are bloody.
He said, you know who I am, what I've become.
And what I've become. So for him, I love him for that. Because it's like, he understood, I'm doing this for my family. And I should be the one to sacrifice myself because I lost my family and went straight into darkness. Yeah. So it makes sense for me to redeem myself by giving my life to get my family back.
The one thing I do like about the whole Hawkeye descending into darkness, it's what we would do. It's what the average person would do.
It is.
I've lost everything. I don't understand how, God would let this happen. So I'm going to take action.
Right.
I see all this evil that shouldn't be here. So you let this person who traffics young girls, you let this person who sells drugs, you let this person who does X, Y, and Z, these murderers live, but you took my family?
Right.
No, we're going to change this.
Right. So all y'all niggas got to go.
So I appreciate the fact that they made a Avenger, somebody who's supposed to be the best of us,
right,
be the same as what a everyday person's response would have been to it.
And the power of the power of I don't want to say notification, but I'm going to use that word because I can't think of a better word right now. When Banner does a snap, right? Mm-hmm. We think it works, but we don't know. His phone rings.
Oh my God!
I did get very emotional. That's right emotional. Right there. I did.
So here's my thing.
It's emotional.
He's been out killing people. How's he had time to pay the cell phone bill for this service to work?
I was like, are there still cell phone towers?
And
and then new cars. New cars.
Right. Is Audi still making cars? Really? Well, I was thinking. You lost half of humanity, but you're taking this factory?
Shit. I ain't gonna lie though. There was a moment of disbelief. I was like, so Hawkeye, in 5 years, you ain't changed your fucking phone number, my G?
Like, we know your name's Clint.
Like, come on, man. But just seeing her make that phone call immediately lets you know, oh shit, it works. It's like saying it without saying it. It was like, God damn, it worked.
Did it work? Did it work?
And then, again, going back to the relationship thing, the first call, like, she got dusted. The first thing she does is call her husband.
Well, so for her, no time had passed. It's like Spider-Man.
Right.
We were just out putting hot dogs with mayo with who the fuck does that, number one.
Yeah, that was crazy. Probably your brothers.
Yeah. And now he's gone. So it's like you would have that, where is he?
Yeah.
But sense.
Then Doctor Strange had an opportunity to tell everybody, and I don't know how long that took him to like, oh, by the way, 5 years has passed, guys.
Yeah, because he told Peter.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, and then my next one is Scarlett Johansson, man. Black Widow.
Okay.
She's one of my favorites. And she's somebody that I kind of fucked with, but I didn't really fuck with. I fucked with her because she was legit, but I didn't realize how powerful she was as a character until this movie. Because they finally gave her runway to actually do stuff.
Okay.
So not only does she lead the Avengers after the snap, mind you, Cap is still there. She's running shit. Cap going to therapy classes. So that's one. She's running the ship, right? Two, she makes the ultimate sacrifice. This shit don't work without her.
Which is why I thought that they would let Hawkeye die.
Right.
Because she spent the past 5 years saving everybody, making sure that everything's still going, no matter how trivial whether it's an earthquake underwater or finding Clint or whatever it is, she took the mantle.
Right.
But that was her life. That's what she said. Like, this is my purpose.
Right. So you don't give up your purpose?
Well, yeah, because she even tells you her psychology before she jumps. She tells everybody that I spent the last all these years, I don't want to say 5 years, I spent my whole life for this one moment, for this one purpose. She's the leader, right? So at that point, when everything's in shambles, she's running the show. It's mandated for her as the leader to make the ultimate sacrifice because that's what the leader's supposed to do.
It's not that though.
Go.
It's Avengers 1.
Shoot.
She said, I still have red in my ledger. I'm trying to wipe it out.
That plays into it. So it makes perfect sense why she would do it. None of this happens without Black Widow. Literally, none of this happens because they don't get that stone without her making that sacrifice. So for me, oh my God, this movie's so good because it has a residual effects on all the other movies. So when you start to piece this all together, what Black Widow's importance is to the MCU as a whole, all the way from Iron Man 2. She was the best thing about Iron Man 2.
She was the only thing about that movie.
Her and Justin Hammer's little dance at the little expo.
That dance was trash.
The dance was legit.
Like, he danced like
You said it's trash.
That's shit. That dance was legit, nigga.
But that dance was trash.
Nigga, that goals. Anyway.
Air Force!
Like,
no.
Shit.
Hell no.
No, the speech was trash. The dance to the music, all right. But she was the best thing about Iron Man 2. She literally carried Winter Soldier with Cap. She turns it into a buddy cop movie. So she's the co-star of Winter Soldier. Then you put her into the Avengers. She flips and she's riding with Iron Man. Or not Avengers, Civil War. So now she's helping play a pivotal role in that because Civil War changes. That movie changes on a dime with Black Widow. When Black Widow stops Black Panther from catching Cap and the Winter Soldier, she changes the course of the history. In that one moment. So now you start to piece together like, damn, she's playing really pivotal moments in all of these movies. And then she makes the ultimate sacrifice in the movie of all the movies.
That's a really good point.
It's like, God damn, her influence on the MCU is huge. It's vast.
Wow.
And I didn't even mention the first Avengers movies and what role she played with Hulk. Think about this. She was so influential in the MCU. Well, I was going to talk about when she was running from the Hulk in the first movie.
Okay.
But let's go to the second movie, Age of Ultron.
Even with Avengers 1, she was the one who got Loki's plan.
She got Loki's plan for when he was in the little box, right? Or the whatever that thing was.
Yeah.
The donut. Yeah.
The donut. She got Bruce. She recruited Bruce. Remember, Bruce was about to Hulk out on them niggas. At the very beginning. And she's the one that talked him into coming on.
I mean, well, somebody that fine came up to you.
I mean, nigga.
I'm just saying.
I don't know anything about
she was
that.
looking right.
Well, hey, if you think about it.
She was looking right.
Okay.
I have no opinion.
She would have got me. But
yeah, I am no longer angry.
But then she literally tamed the Hulk.
Yeah.
With a low buy in Avengers 2.
So when you think about her influence in all these movies, it's like, God damn, like she is a heavy hitter. Even
in Thor Ragnarok, she was the only person who could bring the Hulk to heal. Because he saw her talking and he changed back to Bruce.
Wow.
Because of her.
I didn't even remember that. That's a good point. Yeah, so her influence is vast. So she's definitely one of my favorites. So Iron Man, Black Widow, Hawkeye, and my final favorite character is a goddamn rat that set Ant-Man free. Jesus. This nigga is clutch.
Like, hold on.
Yo.
Because that was completely by accident. This
universe got saved by a fucking, like, Master Splinter. Like, come on, man.
No, it was Splinter. It was Splinter.
That dude was sentient.
Oh my God.
He went and got pizza right after.
He knew the fate of the universe relied on his ability to find the cheese that was right next to that button. Man. It was amazing.
That's
From
crazy.
a dead car that wasn't powered up.
First of all, all right, let's suspend disbelief for a second. My G, the car was on the highway when they got dusted in Ant-Man and Wasp. Ant-Man was in a quantum realm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That goddamn listen, auto insurance people. That car would have been towed to a fucking salvage yard and crushed within 90 to 180 days. That quantum realm would have been done.
Mm-hmm.
They're not putting that shit in a fucking vault for 5 years. Like, come on, man. But whatever.
It worked.
Man.
It worked. It worked. All right. So, flip side. What characters were you disappointed in? Ash?
My disappointing character. I don't know. Come back to me.
Alright, so I was disappointed with Hawkeye.
Okay.
What? I want him to die.
So you mad?
Yo, I am furious. I wanted him to jump off this fucking cliff. I wanted him to do a swan dive like he's in the Olympics trying to get the gold medal.
Like instead of like dropping her, like do this number like this, throw it back up.
I want him to do the, triple flips, the somersaults, all that stuff.
Huh.
Because
he didn't do enough.
Well, it wasn't that he didn't do enough. I would have rather kept Black Widow versus keeping him. Because we spent, past 15, 20 minutes talking about how important Black Widow was to the MCU. But fucking Jeremy Renner, just go back and do the Bourne series. Nobody really cares.
The Bourne series. Damn. The Bourne series.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's the one Jason Bourne movie I did not watch. Real shit. Sorry, Jeremy. Sorry.
Hey, it's truthful.
That literally was the one I skipped. I was like, Matt Damon? Nope.
Because you didn't need him. He wasn't really that important.
No.
Oh my God.
So if he would have jumped off.
But that's what makes it so narratively impactful. Is the person that you couldn't afford to lose actually did it. That's what made the moment.
Exactly. He didn't think.
Like, if Jeremy
that
jumps.
was going to be,
he knew he was a bad father.
Right, but if Jeremy.
He was a
great father.
But there's no redemption for him after that, after he jumped.
The redemption is a jump.
But hold on, he was a good father.
He says, Jesus, forgive me, and then jumped. That's all we need.
But he was a good father. There was nothing about his parenting that was bad. We got 2 movies of his parenting.
Except for the murder.
Well, I mean, the kids were gone. You can't say he's a bad parent because the kids are out and he doing that on his free time. Like, shit.
So, I would have rather...
I'm a bad parent because I go get drunk when the kids are off at summer vacation?
Yes, because you have DWI now, you can't take them to school.
Oh, who says I got caught?
At all.
I mean, you have a little tolerance. You're definitely going to get caught.
Uber? Lyft?
Listen.
Not.
So you got all these cars you ain't going to drive.
Oh, my G. All right, move on.
Moving on.
But I would have rather kept Black Widow.
Everybody would have rather.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 of us would have said Black
Absolutely.
Widow.
So let's see. Anybody else?
So you gonna hold that against
Absolutely.
Hawkeye, even though that's the writer's decision?
Yes.
That's fucked up.
Okay.
All right. Okay. If we're gonna do that, then I got somebody on my list then.
I didn't really have a problem with it, but I didn't care about the Captain America NC.
I thought that was a big old plot hole because the whole time
it absolutely was a plot hole.
The whole time they said, "Do not change, do anything to the past," and he wants to go live a whole life.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It wasn't even don't do it. It's like you came through it. It says,
but they let it happen.
Your past is your future, and anything that happens in the past,
And when he came back to present, nothing was different.
Nothing.
Well, okay, so 2 things. One, if we're going to say, well, don't change anything in the past, then you can fuck off the whole movie. Because Cap didn't fight Cap in 2012 in Avengers, so you can fuck that part off. The Time Stone didn't get, or the Space Stone, whatever one, that got taken in the elevator, that didn't happen. So you really already fucked up everything.
I mean, it's a lot of plot holes in the movie.
It was.
Time travel.
It was.
Yeah. But that happens in a time travel movie in general.
Absolutely. But it's I didn't have the same emotional connection as Tony Stark's death.
Which is surprising, because you were really Team Cap. Out of all of us in this room, you are Team Cap.
Oh yeah, because I even said I wanted Cap to die in the last episode.
You did say that, but think about in Captain America 1, he promised her to do the dance, right?
He could have danced.
In Avengers, he literally says, "I'm a man out of time," and that he wants he doesn't know his place. Winter Soldier is completely about him not understanding where he is. Even in Avengers 1, he says, I got that reference. Because he's a man out of time. In Civil War, he buries the love of his life. Now, it gets a little dicey because, I mean, technically he kissed his niece. So
He made out.
that looks a little suspect, Cap. I'm just saying.
Or his daughter, yeah, so.
My nigga from Alabama. Shit.
Wow. Like,
Deep
why?
South.
Why, sir?
Good
Why?
Lord. All right, Cap, pump the brakes, my G. I mean, she bad, but you got to think this through.
It's definitely America's ass.
Oh my god.
That was such a great line.
Oh, it is. Cannot.
Cap, this outfit does nothing for your ass. Why are you looking?
Right. You know what? God damn, that is a nice ass.
Nigga, that is America's ass.
I died.
Oh my.
I did.
Okay, so anybody else? So you don't like Cap's ending?
Well, it's I.
So you were disappointed in Cap as a whole?
No. I just didn't like the
ending.
The ending.
I loved it, but okay, all right.
I mean, it was okay, but in comparison to Tony's sacrifice,
There's a level sentence, bro.
yeah. So to me, I didn't feel the emotional connection that a lot of people felt with Cap's.
Right.
Okay. So he's old now.
Mm.
Yeah.
And it stopped there with me.
I thought that was an appropriate send off because
When you passed the
torch.
shield, that
Yeah, first of
wasn't.
all, I don't trust Hawkeye for shit. I mean, not Hawkeye. I don't trust Falcon for shit.
Oh,
Like, this
okay.
nigga gonna die in a week. But, like, my G, you are not
Oh,
Captain
thank you,
America.
sir.
In the comics, you're a Captain America. But this is MCU. We're not fucking with you like that.
Wow.
Okay, I know who.
But it's gonna be nice having a black superhero.
It is.
We had to sneak
Again.
one in. Like,
No, we got
A black-
three. We
Captain
got,
America?
We got 2.5.
A black Captain America.
a black
though.
Captain America is a big.
It's a
We
big
got
deal.
Captain
black
America. We got Black Panther, and we got half of Rhodey.
You got black.
We have Rhodey from the waist up.
You know what's crazy? They actually kept that thread line going because when he got out of the machine after Thanos bombed the shit out of them,
Mhm.
which should have killed everybody, by the way. But when he got out the suit, he couldn't walk. He had to get Rocket out.
Oh, yeah.
Like he had to crawl over. And I was
I
like,
appreciate that.
I appreciate that, Marvel.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Hmm.
Way to keep your shit together.
Mhm.
Okay, so any other unfavorables?
Not everybody else. I mean, everybody. Everybody else I'm fine with.
All right, so let me get mine out.
Hold on.
Hulk.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, go.
Okay, she's not ready.
Hulk
Really?
is on my fucking disappointed list
Why?
because
You didn't hear that amazing?
but aside from your amazing dissertation,
the 5-page paper.
because that was an incredible breakdown, by the way. Like in the midst of that,
he ate his Ben and Jerry's flavor ice cream.
my G, Hulk is here's why I'm disappointed in Hulk, because in Infinity War he got served
Yes.
in the first 5 minutes.
And you think you want them hands again?
Thanos put hands on him, right?
Yeah.
So my whole thing with Hulk was, oh shit, we getting a redemptive story.
Exactly.
He's gonna put hands on Thanos. He's gonna do something to get that win back.
He used his mind for it.
And he used his mind. And I appreciate him doing a snap. Right?
Mhm.
And so that's a big moment. Like that was like literally the peak of his use there is the fact that he helped with the technology that Tony perfected. So Tony gets credit for that. Hulk just kind of did his thing. But I appreciate him playing a role.
Hey, it's still a win. He said it's still a win.
Yeah, it's still a win. Yeah, he did say that's still a win.
He's like, yo, we sent him back and he's still here.
Since somebody pissed my pants.
He was like, was it baby?
He's old,
old
it's
man.
old me. Or
Or maybe
baby
it was
me.
just me.
Or just me.
I think it was actually Mimi.
Like, goddamn. I think this is a win. Like, time travel. Looking at us.
Yeah, science.
And
Yeah.
what they say is Back to the Future all bullshit.
It's a Back to the Future's all bullshit. That nigga said, so you're planning to say the world's based off Back in the Future? No.
No.
Yes. Like, nigga, he said, there are rules. Like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. But
you can't talk to yourself.
But in the grand scheme of things, because see, again, it's a culmination. So now I got to go back and think about what Hulk's career is. Hulk is a fucking loser. Outside of his movie.
Really?
No, real shit. Outside.
Puny God. Really? Avengers 1.
Listen, outside of Hulk's movie, where he beat Abomination.
Nobody.
He beat Abomination.
There was nobody in that movie.
He beat Grey Hulk. Or not Grey Hulk, Brown Hulk. The Black Hulk. Whatever the fuck you want to call him. Alright. In Avengers 1.
White Hulk.
Yeah, the White Hulk. White Hulk? God damn. Oh shit. So in Avengers 1, he fights Thor. He takes an L.
Yes.
Thor beat him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He beat Loki though.
But is that really saying something?
He beat Ultron in Avengers 2.
Did he really? Because I feel like Vision
he threw
did
him out of the cockpit.
Okay, well, let's stick with Age of Ultron. So then he goes from Avengers 1 to Age of Ultron. He takes an L to Tony.
Yes.
This is the fucking Hulk.
Oh, yeah.
He takes an L to Tony.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Then he goes to Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
He takes an L to Thor.
Not really.
He lost.
No, he won that fight.
Hold up, did he punch Thor out?
Yeah, no. So Thor still had the thing, and he was about to win.
He lost. So he won off a technicality. That's an L to me. That's weak.
In the WWE, if they say 1, 2, 3, do you win or lose?
Well, I mean, was it a chair shot? Did somebody run in on it? Like, I mean, there's a lot of context to this.
Regardless, you still get the belt.
Thor had that nigga beat. So that's an L. Then you get to Infinity War. Thanos L's him without a Power Stone. Like base Thanos L's him without a Power Stone. Then he pussies out the rest of the fight and doesn't come back.
If you got hands like that put on you.
But I'm saying, like, the Hulk is supposed to be an unstoppable force of nature.
But he's not stupid.
So, I mean, to a certain extent, but I mean, like, at some point, brute force, when you have a nigga that gets stronger, the madder he gets and he becomes unstoppable, at some point that has to be unleashed. And in the MCU, that never happened. So, with this being the bookend, and he never has an interaction with Thanos.
The bookend. Booker T.
Oh, that fake ass rock bottom Booker T used to do? Yeah, nigga. God damn it. Hulk, we coming for you, nigga. Look at that.
That's for 5 minutes.
5 minutes of playtime. All right. Wow. But in the grand scheme of things, like, Hulk never had an interaction with Thanos. In the movie.
No, I definitely agree. But I feel like...
He on my shit list.
Like, you know, what Ash was saying is...
Ash did kind of turn me over.
Right.
A little bit.
Because you look at, even with the scene when they go back to Avengers 1 in this movie, he looks at the Hulk.
Yeah.
He's like disease. Do I really have to act like this?
Right.
And I just see that too. Fun. Yeah, I noticed that.
So he's looking at it, it's like, so he has the strength, but he has the intelligence. Obviously, it's like, I know that this Bruce strength isn't the answer. So the way that they
Hulk and Avengers would beat Hulk's in Endgame's ass.
Oh, 100%.
He would wreck him. Oh, yeah. He would wreck him.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Hulk and Avengers is a street nigga. Hulk and fucking Endgame is a fucking college degree graduate with a good fucking 401k. Like, God damn, nigga. He'll get wrecked.
Oh my God.
You're not wrong.
Oh, let me double back to one of my favorites. Thanos.
Oh, that
OG Thanos.
Absolutely.
My G. Listen. Here's what I love about you.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Right, okay.
Here's why I love OG Thanos.
Okay.
I love OG Thanos because it highlights two things. It highlights growth in Infinity Wars Thanos from base Thanos. So in 2014, when this Thanos took place in the Guardian of the Galaxy era, he was ruthless. The first time we see him, he has the blade. He's covered in blood. He's wiping a blade off. He just got done murking niggas. This nigga was a tyrant. Right? He was somebody who basically took what he wanted and gave no real thought to the grand scheme. There was no philosophical nature of him.
That we knew of.
He was just a nigga that conquered. He was a conqueror.
Right.
I love that because it highlights the growth that he had from 2014 to 2018 when we meet him at the beginning of Infinity War. And he's a philosophical person and he understands that, you know what I've been doing is wrong. Let me just get these stones and I'll snap my fingers and half of everything will disappear. And that's fair. That's just. That's not me taking life. I call that mercy. So
that was a hell of a line.
Just the presence of OG Thanos shows the growth and development that he experienced in the window when we met Infinity War Thanos. Because they're two completely different people.
I would disagree with that. I feel like they're the same person. Yeah. Because even with them going back in time, he's looking for the stone, so he's looking for the better way.
Yeah.
But he's not willing to wait.
He's more ruthless.
Exactly.
I feel like, because think about it like this. In Infinity War, he had plenty of opportunities to kill Tony, Strange, Quill, the Guardians of the Galaxy. He could have killed he could have killed Cap.
But he was focused on his mission.
He was just focused on the mission. Mm-hmm. And the thing about Thanos is he took no lives in Infinity War that he didn't absolutely have to take to get a stone. If it wasn't something, if there was no stone attached to the life, he never took it.
Right.
The only people he kills in that movie, he didn't kill Hulk.
He knocked his ass.
That's a good point.
He knocked his ass.
He didn't kill Thor.
He killed Heimdall though.
Okay, yeah. All right. I try to give him out. He did kill Heimdall.
He killed the fourth black guy in this whole universe. That nigga, yeah. Like, without question.
In 2 minutes. Like, come on, black people.
You gonna take Hulk from me, nigga?
God damn, we lasted longer than fucking Scream.
Yo, Heimdall died before the credits roll.
Yeah, before the intro.
Yo, before, God damn it. Before the Marvel
logo,
yo, Heimdall was out of here.
Yeah. So, I mean,
give me the dark energy. Let it flow through me.
One last time. And it got stuck in the heart.
Like, it was the last time, goddammit.
So Thanos is like, man, like, we're really seeing, like, he became somebody who had a little more thought and presence. Because, put it like this. OG right. Thanos, 2014 Thanos that we get in this movie, I think he kills all of them.
Oh, well.
Without hesitation. I don't think he would wait.
So, here's the thing, because I'm happy you brought that back up, because I meant to say that Thanos was my favorite characters for this movie.
Okay.
Because of the end line that he says. He said, in the past, I've never taken pleasure in the work that I've done.
Right.
So, that's telling you that, yes, he's ruthless, but he doesn't
it's not personal.
He doesn't enjoy it. He's not doing it because he's a mustache twirling villain.
Right.
He's doing it because I know that what I'm doing is wrong, but it's going to bring more peace. It's going to bring more happiness to everybody.
Right.
Because like he tells Gamora, he's like, before I came, your planet knew nothing but suffering.
Right.
But after, I ended half of the population, everybody knows nothing but a empty belly. So even though he knows what he's doing is wrong, he understands that in his wake, he's making everything better.
Right. You know what? Let's piggyback off that too. So here's a payoff line. Because MCU or Marvel did a lot of those. Mm-hmm. One of the greatest payoff lines in this movie is Loki. Loki said it right before he got his neck snapped. You will never be a god. He tells Thanos that.
I don't remember that.
In Infinity War?
Mm-hmm.
In the opening intro, when he's lifted up, he said, you will never be a god. And then Thanos snaps him. No pun intended. But,
the second snap.
Actually the first snap. Shit. That was in poor taste. But, yeah, for real. But in EndGame, we see that Loki was right because Thanos comes to a resolution right before he starts the fight with Tony, Cap, and Thor. He says, you know what? I made a mistake. I thought that I had a good idea of half existence, but I realized the people that would be left would always hate what change happened, and they're always going to fight against it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe all of you guys out, and I'm going to wipe everything out to the last atom. I'm going to restart it anew. Well, that's godlike.
But you know what I liked about that?
And then they stop him. So Loki was prophetic in saying you'll never be a god, because that tells you
That makes
even
sense.
in Infinity War, he tried to talk all that cash money shit about being benevolent, and it's not really about him, but he had a god complex the entire time. And they stopped that because when he realizes, you know what, my plan wasn't gonna work, I'm gonna reduce this bitch to an atom and then I'll raise it up myself.
So what I like about that is the fact that he came to that conclusion, but it wasn't an immediate response.
Yeah.
Because he sat there on that rock for about a couple of hours before everybody came up to challenge him again.
I think hours might be a little.
I mean, well, minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say
seconds.
You know,
but it's like it wasn't an immediate response. So, okay, well, people are going to challenge it.
Yeah, he was sitting there thinking.
Yeah, he sat down and pondered, like, okay, well, what can I do?
Right.
And he's like, I'm pretty sure Kane's like, well, I can just kill the Avengers. But like Captain Marvel saying, there's hundreds of worlds where y'all aren't here.
Right.
But they know what happened.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So they are going to uprise. Even if you kill this uprising, it's always going to be another uprising for somebody trying to get back what they lost.
Right.
So it's not something that I feel like he didn't come to it lightly.
Right.
He wasn't just, well, I'm going to destroy everything just because I can, or it's the fact that I don't have a choice. Because if I just take half, people know what they've missed.
Right.
And they want to fight to get what they
lost. Yeah.
Right.
So shout out to the Russo brothers for the perfect use of Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel's in my honorable mentions for favorites because
I was worried about it.
They utilized her perfectly.
So you're now a fan?
They're starting to win me over.
So one more movie done right.
If they could do one movie right, I don't know about her being the face of the MCU, but I definitely can get down with rolling with her because it comes down to what you said, direction, right? I trust the Russo brothers.
Right.
Right.
I did not trust that haircut though.
I didn't have a problem with it.
I know it's from the comic books, but really,
yeah, I mean,
that's pretty extreme.
I mean, yeah. Shit, even fucking Rocky was talking shit about.
He's like, really?
Really, my G? That's the choice you went with? All the barbers in the universe.
Right. Like all the pictures they have on the wall. Give me number one.
Yeah, shit.
I want that fucking good.
Yeah, like come on, my G. But Captain Marvel was used beautifully in this movie. So I do want us to go ahead and get into favorite moments, but let's we got one more round for the game, right? Oh, we got two more rounds.
Two more rounds.
Okay. So what was the second round? We were doing the best superhero music?
Yes, best superhero trailer, I believe.
Trailer music. Okay, cool.
Regardless of MCU, DCU, your favorite superhero trailer.
Okay. So mine, do you want to start with mine or yours?
Yeah, we're going to start with yours.
Okay. So mine still stays in the MCU because when I would dream about Avengers EndGame.
Okay.
Because no, for real.
I'll be so pissed off if you pick mine again.
No, for real. Because like when I was coming up, getting ready to EndGame, you start thinking stupid thoughts like, damn, man, God, please let me just live long enough to see this movie. Like, things like that shit happen.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, it would suck if something happened to me right before. Like, God, please. Like, Lord, please help me. But I'll play the song every time. And so go ahead and jump that off of me. Every time.
There was an idea.
Oh, okay.
To bring together a group of remarkable people.
This sums up the MCU to me.
See if we could become something more. So when they needed us, we could fight the battles
that they never could.
Shout out to Black Widow.
R.I.P.
She'll be back in her next movie.
Yeah, she will. It better be a prequel, Marvel.
It's going to be a prequel.
It better be a prequel.
Oh, okay.
God, that fucking music is...
In time.
Oh, this line right here.
You will know what it's like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail all the same.
Which is the first time that they fought Thanos in a game.
Yep.
Dread it.
Run from it.
Run from it. destiny still arrives.
This is when that nigga walked through the portal like Debo.
With a Debo sweater on.
Yeah, you got something.
Evacuate the city.
Give me your chain, nigga.
Complete your defenses. And get this man a shield.
My G. This drop right here.
Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the universe. But this does put a smile on my face.
That last, my nigga?
My G straight up stole Heath Ledger's put a smile on your face line. I mean, this trailer was... This, to me, is the MCU. And shout out for making the theme music epic. Because in Avengers 1, when they played that theme music, I was like, man, it's kind of whack. But they fixed it.
Who the hell are you guys?
Who the hell are you guys?
Okay, good job.
The Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
The Ass Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Who's the leader?
Ass Guardians of the Galaxy.
We all know who the leader is.
Yo, that next movie better be called Ass Guardians of the Galaxy. It better be called.
Amazing.
It better be called that shit. All right, so what you got?
All right, so mine, I just said the instrumental only.
All right.
But when you hear it, it is the movie that sparked what we could be.
Okay.
Okay.
That's interesting.
So-
That's a good tease.
Right.
Let's go and get into it.
You're getting
Nice
pretty good at this
setup.
podcasting thing. T'Challa!
Wakanda forever.
What are those?
I never freeze.
Delete that recording.
Come on. How many quotables? You know what I call them? Sneakers.
Sneakers. That movie was so fucking good, man. So fucking good, dog. Oh my god.
Man, what a fucking soundtrack though. Yo, I'm so mad nobody picked up the chant in the theaters when that happened.
Oh, in mine we did.
I was the only one.
We did.
Really? Nobody?
Nigga, we was in that
It's all
bitch.
white theater? What's going on here?
No, we was in.
No. We was represented.
We rap, nigga.
I was the only nigga in there.
Yeah,
I felt so bad. Like,
No, we was deep in ours.
they got really awkward. Beyonce! No, nigga. Beyonce, goddammit.
Yeah, no, we rapped in ours. Like,
Yeah.
oh man, and you know what? Crowd interaction is such an important experience.
It is.
Yeah.
Like we watch
man.
a movie. Like I had a great crowd. I had a great crowd opening night. Like they was riding with us. But yeah, I like it. I'm rolling. That was a good movie.
Man, was amazing movie.
All right, Ash, which one you rolling with?
No pressure.
I'm
What's your
sorry.
one pro? Doing great. What's your pick?
I'm gonna have to say Black Panther.
I'm not mad at you.
Beyonce!
I'm not mad at you. That's good shit. That's good shit.
I have to say.
That nigga went pro-black. I went Marvel.
Hey.
I'm not
We gotta get
mad.
these points anyway.
Hey,
We
my
gotta get
G.
these points. Kid.
Man.
I am not mad at
By any
that.
means necessary, my nigga.
But Black Panther, man, like that was one of the most emotional experiences I've ever had in a movie.
Oh, absolutely.
Just seeing it as a black man, just seeing how it's supposed to be, and how we're supposed to be represented. How, like, I don't know. I don't want to dive into the Black Panther right now, but I mean,
Right, because episode 7 did not do it justice.
episode 7 did not do Black Panther justice. But goddamn, like that was a moment.
When you said how it was supposed to be, you know what I thought?
What?
Like what it would have been like if we stayed in Africa.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what I envisioned. It felt so familiar.
Yeah.
You know, like not so far-fetched.
Before we got Europeanized.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Fuck you, culture. All right.
All right, what we got next?
Okay, so all right, let's go. Let's go. Favorite moments.
Okay, we finally doing it?
Okay.
Yo, we ready.
I've been waiting
We
on this
ready.
one.
All right, Ash, go ahead.
It has got to be when Captain America was able to call the hammer.
Mjolnir.
Oh yeah.
When I saw that,
Oh my god!
I went straight to he's worthy. He's worthy. He's worthy.
Man,
I was emotional.
Oh, absolutely.
I was emotional at that part because I'm like, yes, like this is not a fail. This is not going to be the end of Thor
right
now. Like
right.
he's being saved. I loved it. Like love that.
That might be one of the greatest moments in the movie.
It had to be. It had to be. Okay, let's see. What else was one of my favorite parts? There's so many.
There are.
They're all over.
Oh my god. Trying to think. Oh, okay. So this might have went over some people's heads. I don't know, but when in Infinity War, where Doctor Strange was just like, "There's only one way."
Yeah.
Out of the millions.
Yeah.
Of like realities that he went into.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, why did he give up the stone? Like, he just gave it up so willingly.
Right.
And
didn't even fight for it.
When I realized at the end, when Doctor Strange was like commanding the portals and he put up his hand.
Am I the only one that thought he was finna do the Moses? I really did. I was like, yo,
you shall not pass.
I think he's about to do the 10 Commandments. I'm like, yo, my G, if you split this river open,
he also told Iron Man, he said, if I tell you, it's not going to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that would have given him time to think about what he was about to lose.
Bars.
And that's what I was afraid of too. Yeah. Like he was going to say, oh no, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Because I
have a daughter.
That's going to change your whole life.
Yeah, he would have hesitated.
Absolutely not. So when I realized that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite movies, when it just kind of or parts of the movie where it just kind of came together for me.
I feel you on
I
that.
love that.
That was a powerful moment. So, and the crazy thing is, like, so when you think about it, Doctor Strange was watching Iron Man die in Infinity War.
Yeah.
And realized that he was going to die. He already had saw that the only way this ends is for Iron Man to die. But it was too soon.
Right.
It was 5 years too soon.
Right.
So he already knew that he's going to go no matter what. I have to make sure he doesn't go now.
Right.
That's crazy. Ooh. And you know what's crazy? Like, even in the movie, the first time I watched it, when he put the one up, I didn't realize what he was saying to Tony. I thought he was just like, it's like a magic symbol or something.
Like, part of the...
I thought he was throwing up a gang sign, But the second time I watched it, I realized he was telling Tony...
The glove.
This is one.
Oh.
This is the one. This is the moment of the one.
This is the one time.
Yes.
This is it. Got you.
And it didn't hit me until the second time I watched it. Like, he literally looked Tony in the eye. Tony saw him, and he was like...
This is it.
This is it. This is the one. And Tony grabs the stones. And he makes... let me just say my favorite moment. Because you kind of segue right into my favorite moment. My favorite moment in this entire movie... The setup was so perfect. Early in the movie, the first 15 minutes, Thanos says a line. He says, I am inevitable. The setup is so perfect. Thanos gets the Infinity Gauntlet. He looks at Tony and he says, I am inevitable. And he snaps his fingers and it doesn't click. And then Tony looks at him and says, and I am Iron Man. Perfect.
It was absolutely perfect because it went back to when he had that big old long speech prepared.
The press conference, yes.
And he did. I am Iron Man.
Oh my God. And literally in that moment, I became a mess. Because I was just like, fuck. Like, it took me, like, I literally saw the whole MCU go by and I saw myself in 2008. Back when I thought this wasn't going to be shit.
Right.
Because, first of all, Iron Man's a C-list character in the grand scheme of things. And in 2008, Iron Man's not shit. Nobody's like, you say Batman, you say Superman, you say,
because we already had Spider-Man at that time.
You say like
we had X-Men at that time.
Yeah,
Spider-Man was A-list, X-Men was A-list. Who the fuck? Nobody's watching Iron Man cartoon shows. Nobody's reading Iron Man comic books. That's a C-list character. So my mind in that moment when he snaps his finger, I went all the way back to 2008, and I'm like, fuck, this is what character development is. This is what it means to actually care about the character you're actually portraying on screen.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And tears just started flowing. I was like, that's perfect. It's perfect. And then the payoff line, you know, when heroes die and the wife sees them and they say, I love you and all that. Pepper didn't say, I love you. Pepper said,
we're going to be okay.
We're going to be okay. Same thing that Black Widow said. We're going to be okay. It's okay.
She held it together until...
Yeah.
And then she
said,
broke
and
down.
Now, and you can rest. The payoff.
Yeah.
That line, that throwaway line at the very intro, when she made the decision whether Tony could do something or not to save, and to your extent, the Iron Man 3 payoff.
Right.
To say that, and then he knows, I can rest. I got my son back. I protected my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I protected my wife. Everybody got saved. The whole, remember in Age of Ultron, he said, that up there, that's the end game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was the moment. The fear that drove him this entire time. And then he could rest. I mean, that is perfect. Pitch perfect writing. That was my favorite moment. Out of all the things. And my runner-up is Vormir. Because the music, the fight to figure out who was going to sacrifice themselves. Because regardless of what everybody says, the Soul Stone is the hardest and most important stone to get. And that's been proven in 2 movies in a row.
Yeah.
Because Thanos did not want to throw her.
That's what made me struggle with, is he a bad guy? Because bad guys will just...
toss her to the wind.
He threw her like he was Tom Brady. I'm just saying. Like, that was a touchdown. It's empty. That was a touchdown winning throw. Like, easily. It's like, that's
clutch. That's Tom Brady in the clutch. Way to clean that cup, my G.
I'm just saying, that was an amazing throw. Like, that was 5 seconds left on the clock. That was 5 seconds left on the clock.
But we never actually saw her.
No, we saw her hit.
Oh, we did?
No,
okay, I can't remember.
Same way Black Widow was stretched out.
At the end, okay.
Same way Gamora. The only difference was red blood versus green blood.
Mm.
It felt like there was more blood this time around.
Let's talk about that. This was, hands down, the most gritty, dirty, bloody MCU movie ever. Like, when you think about Thanos got his head chopped off in the first 15 minutes. Right?
Just like that.
Man, I did not see that coming, though. At all.
Did you see that coming?
I did not see that coming at all.
And everybody was just like...
How did your theater react when his head got chopped off?
It was like, oh... It was like that.
Nigga, we was like, oh shit, that's what we doing? Like, literally, like, we was like, oh...
And roll credits.
Right. It's like, wait.
What are we fighting for? Exactly.
The powerful thing about that scene, though, is that Thor was wrong. Thor said there's nothing else that can be taken from me. In Victory, he lost more.
Oh, he lost a whole lot more.
He lost a whole lot more.
Because without Victory, he had something to fight for.
Yeah.
Once he got his quote-unquote victory, he had nothing else to fight for.
Yeah. He was hopeless.
But the thing was also in that moment when Nebula was just like, my father's not a liar. That little bit of hope that they thought they had about getting those stones.
She took it away.
Everybody was rock bottom.
Yeah.
In that moment. There was nothing else to do.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. 100%.
But take the head.
You know what? Let me amend my favorites. Because you're bringing up Nebula's and my... Nebula came from my I don't give a shit about her.
Yeah.
In Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. I love Nebula now.
Yeah.
I won't go that far.
I know, I love her.
She was a good character.
Here's why I love her. Because, and they did it in the movie. They showed me the parallel between 2014 Nebula and 2023 Nebula.
I did like that comparison.
I love it. And what it showed me was like, in 2014, this is why you can't cut anybody's story short.
Which is interesting because that shows on the other side of Gamora, that she was always the good person.
Yeah.
Because without any convincing, she's like, who are you in the future? You're my sister. That's all I need to hear.
Let's stop him.
Yeah.
I'm rocking with you. That's all I needed. You're my sister. Let's go.
My thing was, though, I was like, come on, Nebula. Like, she was like, do you know what he does to you in the future? I'm like, nigga, just tell her she got thrown off a cliff. Could have fast forwarded this. like, how do you think he got the fucking stone? Like, you're watching replays, like SportsCenter highlights of Thanos' life. I'm like, so y'all skip the part where she's like my G, like you skip the war, you skip the fight on fucking Titan when the nigga said, yeah, I had to sacrifice Gamora. I had to. No, you didn't. Like, y'all skip that part.
How amazing would have been, like, hey, today extract a heavy toll.
Oh,
like,
wow.
how amazing would that have been to this player? That whole scene back out.
That was a great line. I was like, Mike, did he like? Oh shit! Fast forward this point.
Right.
we don't need this.
Skip. But I mean, I love Nebula because it shows the growth. It's like 2014 Nebula was pure evil.
I don't think she was. I don't think
she wanted her father's attention. She would do anything.
Yeah, it came from
that. Yeah. She was a lost daughter who wanted the approval of a father.
But what was her line right before she was blasted? She was just like,
he won't let me change.
He won't let me.
Yeah.
She wanted to.
She was a prisoner.
She knew deep down inside.
Yeah. That's a better take. I agree with that. Let me take that back.
These in-depth analysis.
You got a psychology major? We don't know.
No. Ow.
Is it a master's? A doctorate? What's going on here?
She take shots and she just started getting philosophical and deep. I'm like, wait a minute.
So if you never saw Thor,
right? Exactly. What about you, Jay?
I had so many moments, and a lot of it was the callbacks. The I Love You 3000. Which I feel like that is definitely going to be a cultural thing now.
That will be a thing.
I like that. That's goals right now.
Yeah, I love you.
That's goals. It's relationship goals now.
If somebody says I love you 3000, it's over.
What if it's I love you 500?
It's not enough.
I mean, you at Pepper Potts level right now.
Right.
Because she was like the low 6 to 8 range.
Maybe 750, 600.
Ways to go.
But that line, and then they brought it back at the very end, was amazing.
When he said it.
That broke me. And the proof that Tony Stark has a heart.
I like that.
Nigga.
Yeah.
That shit hurt.
Can I show y'all something deep? And I apologize, listeners, because y'all won't be able to see this, but there's actually a screenshot of this on IG. So there's a scene where the Avengers are about to go on their mission to go back in time, and they put their hands together, right? When you look at the way they put their hands together, it's identical to the Tony Stark proof that Tony Stark has a heart medallion. The arc reactor. Look at this.
Wow.
That's symbolism.
Yeah, we're going to post that on IG so everybody can see that.
Like, that's symbolism.
That's crazy.
That's power. That's crazy. That's how deep they thought about this movie.
And that scene had the feels for when Tony Stark is dying and Peter comes up to him and says the exact same line. Mr. Stark. It's like it was a callback to when he wasn't feeling good. I know you're not feeling good.
Right. Oh, wow.
And he was like, you did it.
Then you see Rhodey pull him off. You see Pepper pull him off.
Man, shout out to fucking Peter Parker, man. Because that's two death scenes in a row that he acted his ass off.
And that's what it was for me. If I was going to... The thing was, I was still kind of in low-key denial that Tony Stark was about to die.
It's like
I kind of felt like something was going to happen.
Right.
That he wasn't going to actually die.
Because MCU be pulling that bullshit. No, let's call a spade a spade. Like, we love the MCU, but y'all niggas be fucking fake deafing niggas to fucking pieces.
But it's like, when they need to do it, they fucking do it right.
Because I was sitting there like, all right, so, I mean, it is all nice and everything, but Doctor Strange right over there with a fucking time stone be like, apple.
But see, I remembered when Peter was disappearing. That's when I cried.
Oh, that was heartbreaking.
In Avengers.
Yeah.
I mean, in
Infinity
Wars.
Yeah.
Because like everything else, I was just like, I can keep this together. I can keep this together.
Yeah.
But it was that bond that was actually disappearing. It was heartbreaking.
That's more Homecoming. Sorry.
You know what? Let's give some credit to EndGame for this. Deaths were a real thing,
man. And then when what's his name, Morgan? I like cheeseburgers.
Oh.
That shit broke my fucking heart, nigga.
That is a
she's
huge
just like him.
callback.
She's a mini-me.
I was like, because like that was the first thing he said when he in Iron Man 1. He's like, I need to do a press conference, but first I need to get cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
And then
it's like your dad loves cheeseburgers.
John Favreau, who directed Iron Man 1,
wow,
he says, I will get you all the cheeseburgers you ever need.
Shout out to Happy, man.
Yeah, I like that.
What?
I liked that. It was amazing.
And the thing is, like, death was a real thing. Like, think about it. Gamora didn't come back. That was 2014 Gamora.
Man.
Like, the Gamora, like, that's the thing about...
Anytime you look at the creators, you see the same actor, they came back.
I mean, but think about it like this. From a Guardians of the Galaxy standpoint, Peter has to get her to fall in love with him all over again. That's not the same person, and that may not work.
I don't think it will.
It may not work.
I don't think that he ever will truly get her back, because when she met, was like, is this the guy?
She's like, yes,
right. She was disappointed.
She's like, this is the nigga?
I was like, it was him or Rocket. Nigga, give me the rocket.
I think it was...
Give me the rocket.
Or him or Tree. It was him or Tree.
Him or Tree.
It was him or
Tree.
So...
He says, I am Groot. Let's go.
So the Gamora that fully... Like, think about the pain that has to be. Like, you fully are invested in a person. They love you back, and that person gets taken away, and you think you get them back, but it's not really them because they don't know you.
It's just like falling in love with somebody that has amnesia and having that person.
Or Alzheimer's.
Yeah, you gotta fall in love with them all over again.
You got the white girl.
I think it's possible. I think because the connection is going to be there. If you are soulmates, if you are connected that way,
that's hard because you don't know why you fell in love with them,
and all you know is you're supposed to be in love with them, but you don't know why. That's tough. And you see, she disappeared at the end of the movie. She didn't go with them.
Yeah,
she ducked. So Gamora's gone. The real Gamora, the Gamora that we fell in love with, she gone.
She's not there.
Vision's gone. That nigga didn't get rebuilt. Now he has a TV show, so we get it. But for the sake of the movie, if nothing else, if we don't watch another Marvel movie, Vision's gone.
And the small scene that Scarlet Witch had was amazing.
Oh, she bodied that. She
you took everything from me.
I don't even know
you. You will.
Wow.
Holy shit!
And it was the first time they let Scarlet cut loose.
Yeah.
Because first of all, she's like Omega level. Like she can murder so many niggas so quickly. Mm-hmm. But Vision's gone. Mm-hmm. Gamora's gone. That was permanent. Loki was permanent. They got away with a technicality with the whole 2012 Loki. But the Loki that Thor knew, the one that was redeemed,
right?
He's gone. Gamora's gone. Black Widow, she's gone. That's permanent. Tony's gone.
Yeah, that's permanent.
So it's like death meant something. Like there was
it's final.
It's the law of equivalent exchange. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood for the niggas that want to watch the real version.
Boy, you better watch it.
The law of equivalent exchange is like it literally was a life for life. Like they didn't erase. It wasn't like this battle was won with no consequences. And that's what a good story does. When there's no consequences and we're like, oh my nigga, like y'all cheat. You know, nobody died.
Right.
This was all for nothing. Like no, there's some big like we don't have Cap no more. And we love Cap.
He's still going to be there in some capacity.
I don't think he
old
will
ass
be.
man. I don't think he gonna do shit.
But I feel like he'll still kind of be there as maybe like an overseer.
Maybe.
He been telling people just get off my lawn and that's it.
Get off my lawn.
I want to have my dance with Peggy. Like we lost Thor. The Thor that we knew.
Oh, we get him back though.
No, he's coming back. I agree with that.
I feel like the person he was is completely different.
You know what? You know what I feel like is gonna happen? I think in Guardians of the Galaxy. I just wanted to say Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But in Guardians of the Galaxy, I think him and Quill going back to Infinity
It's
War
going to
are gonna
be
have
so great.
a weight loss contest.
Yo,
Because Quill was like, "I'm gonna commit. I'm gonna get a shake weight.
I'm getting both legs.
I'm gonna get a both legs, and I'm gonna commit."
But you know what's funny? Like they have a great Captain America, Tony Stark back and forth going.
Yeah,
it's even better to me.
Yeah, it's
I like
funnier.
it too.
That was funny.
Yeah.
We don't need to actually fight.
There will be no knifing of people here.
We know.
We know who's in charge. It's me, right?
You.
Am I talking?
Clearly.
Of course.
Yes,
Yo, that look he gave that nigga. Of course. No, nigga. Yo, that shit is gonna be so fucking funny, dog.
I can't wait for that.
I can't wait for that, dog. Like, I really can't. I can't. But, oh my God. Any other favorite moments? Because we skipping a lot. We didn't even talk about the Battle of New York being redone.
Yeah.
Yo, the elevator scene.
Jesus.
Yo.
How it can, yeah, that's
Like-
good. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Like this, it looked like scene for scene, the exact same people. with
The
elevator.
eye,
Winter Soldier.
the exchange of the eyes, like
Right,
the
The
looks.
gripping of the gun.
Everybody getting nervous. Oh man, that was
I thought that nigga was going to be like, hey, before we start, does anybody want to get off the elevator?
that was it. Hey,
Yeah.
the secretary told me. Hell Hydra. That was
Hell
amazing.
Hydra. Yo, in my theater, when that nigga said Hell Hydra, everybody was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's so fucking fire.
Yeah, yeah.
That was amazing. That scene was amazing.
I loved it.
Am I the only nigga that didn't know the difference between the Space Stone and the hold on, there's two stones in New York. What was the two stones? It was the Space Stone
The Mind Stone.
and the Mind Stone. Am I the only nigga that was kind of lost on that shit?
Yes.
Because I was sitting there like,
One you can transport through time. The other one's just vision stone he has in the head.
so the Mind Stone was the hokey pokey stick.
Right.
Okay, cool.
So the reason why
I never really realized
The
that.
reason why you're
Okay.
confused about it is because in Avengers 1, they said the only thing that can harm the Tesseract is the Tesseract.
Mhm.
In Avengers 1, it made it seem like they were the exact same thing, but it was two different stones. So that's why one could hurt the other.
Because I was sitting there, I was like, wait, hold the fuck.
Yeah.
What do you mean 3 stones in one state? What the fuck are you talking
Well,
about?
3, because the time stone.
No, I got the Time
Yeah,
Stone,
yeah.
but I was like, well, you got the Time Stone and the Space Stone, like, and I consider Space Stone the Tesseract. So I never thought about the Mind
Honestly,
Stone.
I was kind of on the same lines with you.
Okay.
Especially
You
like
make me
the
feel better,
Tesseract-
Ashley. Make me-
the Tesseract was
make
throwing
me
me
feel better,
off.
Ashley.
Not like that.
Yeah.
No, I know where he's coming from.
Checks
The
in the mail,
bus was
Ash.
coming.
I
You were going to
appreciate
put the bus in neutral, so it just won't just run them over completely.
No, he's making sense.
Nigga, that bus
making
was
sense.
about to hit drive like a motherfucker. Train's never late. No, because I was sitting there like, what the fuck are they talking about? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I never pieced those two together. So yeah, oh my God, Tony talking with his dad. Wow,
Man, that scene was amazing. A
Wow.
lot of people didn't like that scene.
I love that scene.
Apparently, but that scene was
I love that scene.
amazing to me.
Yeah.
Because it was especially coming off of Civil War, where he recreates the last time that he saw his parents
Off the barf system.
and right, he says, "Well, your father really loves you, but he can't tell you. Say something to him because you'll never get the chance again." And he gets the chance.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Well, they're both talking about being newly fathers." That was amazing to me.
I'm sick.
Because as a character, he finally got the closure that he's been looking for his whole life.
All right, so let's talk about a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
On your left.
Oh, okay. Man.
When
Jesus.
that happened,
Oh.
I literally looked to my I was so engulfed in the moment.
I gotta give
You guys don't understand. I was so engulfed in the moment.
Oh man.
I figured that they would come back. I figured that they would be there eventually.
Yeah.
But I didn't know how.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you like me where you forgot that they were actually coming back?
Yes.
I'm like, yo, Cap is like, he strapped up the half of shield. So, again, with the half of shield, I love that. Because
it's indestructible.
Well,
but
not only that, that was the same vision that Tony saw in Age of Ultron.
In Age of Ultron.
When everybody's
the shield was broken.
The shield was cracked in half.
He did. And he saw the,
yeah. So I love the fact that they paid homage to that.
Let's go one level deeper on that.
Okay.
If you watched, if you had any reference of Age of Ultron at all, and you remember Tony's vision, Black Widow was dead in that scene. So the fact that I'm like, oh shit, wait a minute, Tony saw this coming. She's dead in real life. She's dead.
Now, at this moment,
and the shield's broken. So now I'm sitting there thinking like, oh shit, Cap finna go.
Right.
Thor finna go. Like his vision's actually coming true.
And he's the only one left at this point who can fight.
And then think about it like this. Those little fucking serpent things that fly in the air, they were in the vision too. And they're in EndGame. Those fucking
You're right.
So now, so when you're watching it, you're like,
everything, they paid everything off.
Tony's vision's coming true. The shield cracked, Widow's dead, Cap is next, because Cap died in the comics. Remember? He got backslapped, he snapped his neck. And so I'm like, fuck. Like, it's a wrap.
Which is why I love Tony's death so much. Not only was it show what he was willing to sacrifice, it was a callback to Avengers 1, which says, you're not the guy who's going to lay his life on the line. You know, you're not the guy who's going to give up everything for the greater good.
Yeah, you're not the guy to lay your body over the line and let somebody crawl over you. No, I'd rather cut the line.
So, literally in this movie, you have the Iron Man from Avengers 1 and Tony Stark switch positions. Because Captain Avengers 1 was, I'm going to lay my body over the grenade so everybody can walk over me.
Right.
Iron Man was, I'm going to live my life.
Yep.
And I'm going to look for the shortcut.
Yep.
Which is what Cap did at the end. He's like,
yeah,
I've already sacrificed everything. I've given everything up. It's time for me to be selfish.
Ooh.
Well, he did. He completed his missions first.
Yeah, he did. Like, he gave up everything first. It's like, you know what? It's time for me to live my life. It's time for me to get my happy ending. I'm going to be selfish for once.
Yeah. Only thing I didn't like about that line, though, is he said, I decided to get a little, get a life like Tony suggested. That wasn't Tony. Black Widow told him that when they were sharing the peanut butter and jelly. He was like, you need to get a life. And he was like, you first. So I was a little, that was a minor slip up. But in my mind, I just pictured him saying Black Widow instead. Because that was the correct way to say it.
Yeah.
But whatever. You're right. Absolutely. That's a great point.
So, yeah. Man, it was so many moments in this movie, though. Jesus Christ.
Oh, the portraits. So, go ahead.
No. I was agreeing.
Okay, so there's portraits in this movie. Portraits, what I mean by that is scenes that are literally shot for wallpaper purposes only. So there was one when Thanos was sitting down. You had
oh my god,
Thanos on the right side. Mm-hmm. You had Thor, Cap, and Tony on the other. Mm-hmm. So what are you doing? What is he doing?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Right.
So before you get
that
into
was a portrait.
Part,
go ahead.
I love the fact that the trailers, you did not, for Thor, they changed the look up completely.
Yes.
Where you didn't know it was Fat Thor.
They lied to us. And that's what I meant by the Hulk comment.
Okay, cool.
In the trailers, he's skinny the entire time.
It's normal Chris Hemsworth as Thor.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, yo, that you
I
look
like
pregnant
it.
in this movie.
I like
yeah.
I like it.
So you're what?
So that one it's a wallpaper. It's literally like you could put that up on a wallpaper. It's just like those three, the Trinity. They literally represent the Trinity versus Thanos. Then there's another one where it's Thanos, the minions, the army on one side, and Cap by himself on the other.
Did you want him to say that I could do this all day in that scene?
I didn't. I thought that would have been a little hokey.
I really thought they were going to say that shit.
No, I'm glad they got it. They paid it off early.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I know.
That was amazing.
He's like, I know. I know. I get it.
Yeah.
But the determination of Cap in the face of adversity, where that's a no-win situation. First of all, you can't beat Thanos.
Right.
Second of all, you can't beat Thanos' henchman, the one that can do the telekinesis.
Right.
So that's two people you can't beat.
The snap got him out of there. I'm about to say, I didn't get rid of him.
Yeah, they snapped him out. So that's two people you can't beat. But then you got the fucking floating worms with the teeth and shit. You got the minions. And nigga strapped his fucking shield like a goddamn shotgun.
Yeah.
Like he cocked the shield. I'm like, that nigga like, I'm like, what the fuck? Yo. And then the On Your Left happens.
That On Your Left.
And it's just like, and the first nigga that walks out is T'Challa.
Don't worry, I killed him myself.
Oh my God. Nigga, I shouted that in the theater. I was like, as soon as he walked out, I was like, T'Challa!
That was amazing.
Niggas started laughing, but everybody comes back. And it's just like, I don't want to harp on that scene, but I want you guys to understand the magnitude of that scene, because there was a time where Civil War, the airport scene, was the most impressive scene in comic book movie history. That scene looks so tame in comparison to that moment. Now, the Civil War scene, I will say, from a fight choreography standpoint, was better. But the moment, like Avengers EndGame is about moments.
And you don't even realize how many Avengers there are.
Oh my God.
Like when you look at the funeral for Tony Stark, and it's panning through every hero, it's like, God damn, is this many people?
Oh, speaking of the funeral, let's give a shout out to my boy from Iron Man 3, the kid. They brought him back.
They did.
There was no point.
And I didn't see it coming. I didn't even realize who that was.
Nobody did.
Yeah, nobody.
We had to wait to press. Oh, Iron Man 3. Oh, that's it.
I think the internet had to tell us all.
Yeah.
I do.
I was about to say kudos to you if you recognized him.
I didn't recognize it.
Okay.
There's no way you recognize him.
There's no way. Because I was like, is he supposed to be somebody?
Wasn't there saying, who the fuck is this?
What the fuck is this? How he get an invite? Like, I don't know.
I'll say it's Rock here in the background.
Let me ask you. God damn. All right, hold on. Let's do this, because we should have did this earlier. Let's grade the characters. Let's give them a grade.
Mm-hmm.
Iron Man
10.
Well, or is it an A?
Let's go with A.
Oh,
he
let me jump out there. 10. You know what? Let's go with A, B, C, or D.
It was more like you jumped off the cruise and I threw a life raft at you.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so Iron Man. What grade are we giving him?
He's definitely an A+. Definitely.
A+.
A, clearly.
Okay.
Plus.
Yeah.
Cap.
Cap.
I gotta give him A+
I liked
too.
him.
I'm giving an A+.
Like, even though I didn't like the end scene.
That's the only reason why I'm thinking like like an A.
Like
he's still up there.
But still an A.
He's still up there.
All right. I'm gonna give it A+, but I get what you're saying. All right, cool. Hulk.
Well, you know I like Hulk.
Yeah.
But in comparison, I would say a B. No. Hold on. I might take him up to an A. Because
you're right the first time.
The only reason why I'm saying that he's an A is because he was trying with the time travel. He did not. He wasn't like, is there a possibility? Let's do this.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And he got the time stone off the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah.
Which is fucking incredible, because he was not winning that fight.
I mean, did he really win? He said, hey, this is what Dr. Strange said. It wasn't nothing he did. It was,
you know what?
He had more faith in.
I take that back. C-. I was about to give him a C+. The nigga took an L to the Sorcerer Supreme. Like, my G. Can you get a dub? Please.
Well, he had the ice cream. The ice cream was.
God damn, this nigga got.
Yo, he got the selfie.
That nigga
got the selfie.
And he got the Neji 4 pounds.
Wow.
Push that nigga's soul out of shit.
When I saw that, I was like, damn.
Like, God damn, Hulk. Like,
so I would have
really.
I would have rather. I thought that Hulk was finna Hulk out,
nigga,
in that moment because he didn't have Bruce to anchor him.
No, but here's the crazy thing. She gave this nigga a warning.
Yeah.
You don't want to do this. You're right. Paul. Nigga.
One strike.
Out of here. C-.
That's a good point. Yeah.
C-.
I agree. I can agree with that.
I'm gonna give him a B.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him a C just for the snap. He did do the snap. So he went from a C- to a C. I'll give him the snap. I forgot about the snap.
Okay.
All right. Thor.
A plus.
I mean, I don't think Thor was really as impactful.
He wasn't.
Nigga!
So, so I'm gonna say a B. He was there for comic relief.
He was.
And
you
he
know,
delivered.
He did. He definitely delivered.
And they said, all right, take a seat. Oh, I'm not done. I'm not done.
Oh, hold on.
This nigga, so I'm not finished. Like, see, was tripping.
But I still liked him.
That nigga,
I liked him.
hold on, what was that nigga name? Hi, my name is Quack. Like, that nigga was on the fucking.
Amazing.
He was on the fucking internet. He was like, yeah. He's like, Thumb Master 69. Like,
New Master 69.
Yeah, New Master 69.
He's doing it again. He's calling me the name.
Hello, this is Thor.
He's like, this is Thor, God of Thunder. I will go to your mother's basement and put my fist up your buttocks. Like, goddamn, Thor. I mean,
go on, take care. Okay, Thor, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
let me know if he bothers you again. Yeah, all right, Thor. All right,
Oh
B-.
my God, that was funny. Yeah.
Yeah, he used Stormbreaker as a beer opener.
Are you serious? That happened? I missed that scene.
That's an A by itself.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Why do I feel like you're the only one that remembers this?
Hold on. What set the stage?
They were in the apartment. It was like right after that scene, and he grabs a beer. He opens it with Stormbreaker.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow, that is so disrespectful.
It's not a weapon. This is just a beer opener.
How low can you go?
That stomach can go pretty low, I say.
All right, so we got the main force. Black Widow.
I loved her sacrifice. I did. I felt like it was needed. I know you don't necessarily agree, but I still don't think she was as impactful. I don't know. I'm gonna still give her a B.
Jack?
I don't know what y'all want me to say. She shouldn't be dead.
No, she shouldn't be. But give me a grade.
So I'm gonna give her a B-, just because the way that the movies and everything set her up, it was showing that she would have had a much bigger role going forward. Mm. And I think with the way that Phase 4 is shaping up, where they want to push the female hero,
she would have been crucial
out front.
She would have been crucial.
Like even if she was just going to be the next Nick Fury, you know what I mean? Like,
man, that would have been perfect.
You know what I mean? That's all. You know, she didn't even have to have a action role. Cause I guess she's getting older. She has kids now. She could have just been the next Nick Fury.
Wow. All right.
What's your grade?
I'm getting her fucking A+, nigga. Get a fucking A+, nigga. And here's why. Here's why. The relevance that she has over the entire MCU, which we already alluded to. She saved Hawkeye's soul. She gave up her life to get the Soul Stone, but she actually saved Hawkeye's soul.
I see she did that.
Because he had redemption.
She redeemed him.
Yep.
I think him giving his life would have gave him the same redemption regardless.
But he wouldn't have got the family. His family would have taken the L. His family would have lost their father, a good father.
The only thing I say is he died to the snap. He'll have been okay. They would never know the difference.
I mean, if you want to be pessimistic, but in the real world, Tony snap don't happen without her. Hawkeye doesn't get his family without her. Mm-hmm. The Avengers aren't even held together without her. She was the only person. Cap was fucking gone.
Yeah.
She was the one.
Which is why I feel like she should have been the one to stay.
No, but that's
because she was the glue. Without her, it's going to be interesting to see what...
I want to see what they do.
What happens going forward, because literally, without her...
She's the glue.
The past 5 years doesn't... But it's irrelevant.
But this is why I give her the A+. Because of her importance. Mm-hmm. The sacrifice in combination with the importance is why I give her an A+. Because you can fuck off the Hulk snap without her. That don't happen. The Tony snap, that don't happen.
Well, no, it happens. Is you just don't have Hawkeye.
No, because Hawkeye's family loses.
Well,
I'm talking about the totality.
You still have the stone.
Right.
You still get the...
Okay, so let's say Hulk... Let's say...
snaps come back to back.
Let's say Hawkeye does it, right? Mm-hmm. Hulk does a snap. Tony does a snap. But Hawkeye's family loses. Her making the sacrifice...
We have another funeral.
You get the totality of everything, right? Mm-hmm. I'm giving her an A+.
Yeah.
And again, it's a little retroactive because now I'm starting to think of her career as a whole. Like, she truly is the sixth man of the Avengers. Like, if you got your starting 5 lineup, she's the nigga that comes off the bench and makes all the difference in the world.
Oh, no, absolutely.
A+.
Okay.
Nebula.
I didn't expect... I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go. That's fine.
I didn't expect to have so much growth from her.
Yeah.
And to visibly see the difference.
Yeah.
Between Guardians 1 and 2 Nebula versus the Nebula who finally gets it at the end of Guardians 2 that Thanos doesn't give a shit about me.
Right.
His only goal is the stones.
Right.
So seeing the growth in her was surprising because it's so subtle you really don't see it over one movie.
Right.
So going back to her beginning was really nice. I enjoyed it. So I would give her a B+ because she shot herself.
How hard is that?
Yeah. That is traumatic. That's kind of crazy. Like, you shot yourself.
Yeah.
Like, technically, shouldn't she die because she killed her old self? So
yeah, I mean, if we're playing by Back in the Future, Back in the Future is bullshit.
Yeah.
The time-space continuum.
Go ahead.
I love Nebula. I really do. And like you were saying, the growth that she had with her sister Gamora, the fact that she was able to convince her in so little time.
Right.
I was confused as to why nobody noticed that she was missing.
Nobody really
the whole time.
Nobody cared.
But that does lend to the fact that she is kind of forgettable, right. I guess. But I honestly feel like for her role was pivotal because she was able to get Gamora to come over.
That's a good point. I didn't think
and just like she kind of changed the course a little bit.
Yeah, because if Hawkeye would have got caught up, he'd have been dead.
Yeah,
and Thanos would have got. Yeah, that's a great point.
Absolutely. So I give her an A.
Giving her an A-. Mm-hmm. Off the strength of the fact that I didn't care about her character at all in Guardians 1 and 2, and off the strength, or Infinity War for that matter.
Because she was a villain, basically.
She's Infinity War? Yeah, because remember, she's the one that told Quill. Mm-hmm. She's the reason Quill snapped.
Oh. Okay. That shows how memorable she was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is why she's getting an A-.
Yeah.
Because
pretty good grade.
She's not memorable in any way, and she literally made up all that ground. It's almost like you're playing football and you say hut and you get sacked at -20. Mm. And you literally throw a touchdown off of that. It's like, goddamn, like, nigga, you had to travel a long fucking way to do that. And she did it in the span of 3 hours and 2 minutes where she didn't get that much screen time.
Right.
And so I'm like, that in combination with the fact that she shows people, whether male or female, that they can overcome Stockholm Syndrome.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Look at you psychology major.
Bars, nigga. Bars. Because literally, she overcame that. Like, she lived for her father's approval, who basically was enslaving her, tormenting her, torturing her, warping her mind, letting her know that she's not good enough. And she overcame all that, found an identity that literally was illustrated perfectly in the first 2 fucking minutes after the logo came up. Or maybe before the logo. No, it was before the logo. Right after Hawkeye's family got dusted and they were playing the game, her and Tony.
Oh, you're playing paper football? Or
yeah.
Football? Yeah.
And she caught the fucking paper and he was like, no, you don't have to do that. Like, just maintain your position.
Yeah.
And she was like, I would like to try again. Like, they humanized her so well.
Even Tony in that scene.
Yeah.
Knowing that it's nothing awaiting us but death.
Right.
But taking time out to make sure that you don't have to worry about it.
It's powerful, man.
Jesus Christ.
A-, man. I give her A-. Who else is of importance? We got the big 4 out. We got Scarlet. No, we didn't get Scarlet. We got Black Widow. We got Nebula.
It's the same person.
Are there any other heavy? Oh, Thanos.
Oh, A+. Easy.
Okay, explain.
So, number 1, coming off of Infinity War.
Yeah.
Everything is amazing about the character. So, in the first 5 minutes when they kill him, number 1, he doesn't fight back at all. He is at peace.
Yeah.
With what he does.
With his decision.
With what he did. Because at the end of the day, he feels like this was the right thing to do.
Right.
The universe is better off because of what I sacrificed to give to it.
Right.
How much time had elapsed between the snap? What did they
22
say?
22 days.
22 days?
Yes, 22 days. And he snapped the stones out of existence 2 days before that.
So not only did he do what he thought was best, he also ensured that nobody could undo it.
Ooh. Right.
You know what I mean?
But I wonder if he would have felt the same way 5 years later.
No, he should have killed everybody.
Well, this is the thing. When past Thanos came in and saw that the fact that humanity was still basically grieving what they had lost, they weren't able to appreciate everything that he did. I don't know if Infinity Wars Thanos would have come to that same decision.
Yeah. Well, I feel like he would have. So, because even when he saw that in Nebula's vision with other Nebula, which was shaky, but he saw that he got the stones, he accomplished it, and then he saw his death. And instead of being sorry, he said, that's destiny fulfilled. So knowing that you accomplished your goal, but you have to give your life for it, but you're at peace with it, that's a deep conviction.
That is.
And even with the Avengers trying to stop what he's doing, he wasn't mad that they remembered their grieving. He just didn't want them to stop what his work was. So he came to a realization that if people know people are going to rebel, which is the same thing, which is happened through human history with slavery, with not only black people, indigenous culture, everywhere. Once people know that they're missing something, they fight to get it back. Because you know what you once had.
Right.
So he knows that even with stopping the Avengers, there's other galaxies, so somebody else is going to pick up the fight to get what they lost. So I get it. You know, he's just trying to make sure that he can retire. And even with going back to the first Thanos in the beginning of the movie, he lost the use of his right arm.
Yeah.
To take half of the world, or half the universe. And then he's like, well, I need to make sure that nobody can undo it, so I'm going to go through the same pain again to destroy the stones.
Wow.
Like, I almost gave my life to get my goal. I'm going to do it again so nobody else can stop it.
You know what's crazy? It's like when he walked up the stairs,
he was crippled.
He may have given his left leg too.
Yeah, he gave his right arm for half the universe. He gave his left leg.
His left leg, he couldn't lift it. He was literally dragging it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So that shows how deep the conviction was. So like when you see that, you know it's not just I'm doing it because I don't like you. It's like I truly believe what I'm doing is best for everybody, and I'm willing to sacrifice everything to help other people. That's not a fucking villain.
Ash?
Nigga needs his own series.
That's what I was talking about at first. Right. Well, now we know.
Pump the brakes. He's definitely
a bad guy.
Yeah.
He's definitely a bad guy. But originally, like I said, in Infinity Wars, I was convicted because I wasn't sure. I was like, maybe he's just a little misdirected in like what he's trying to do. It almost makes sense.
Just like Killmonger.
Just like Killmonger. Exactly like that. And it almost made sense. But in EndGame, when we found out that no, he's pretty evil.
Oh yeah, established.
he's evil. Like it didn't. That whole question mark was erased for me. The fact that he was able to be killed so easily.
Was it easy?
Was it? I mean, that was a good,
not then. Like when he got his head cut off.
Oh, gotcha. And I mean, okay, let's put some context to this.
Okay.
All the heavy hitters were there. You had Thor in his prime. You had Captain Marvel in her prime.
Well, she didn't have a haircut, so she wasn't in her prime yet.
I got you. I understand. But you had Hulk in the Hulkbuster. Well, you had Bruce in the Hulkbuster. Mm-hmm. Right? So let's give some credit to the Hulkbuster. He was strong enough to beat the fucking Hulk, nigga. Sorry, Hulk. sorry, Hulk. Fucking license flashed. It's like, damn, sorry, Hulk.
Don't speak ill of the Hulk.
Like, goddamn. And then you had yeah, sorry, Bruce. Then you had well, Cap wasn't gonna do shit against Thor or
he took that right hook.
First of all, power scaling in this we're not gonna go there because it's power scaling, dog. I'm like, my G. Like in the comic books, Cap got backhand slapped and it fucking broke his neck. This nigga took a fucking full-fisted face hit.
But he wasn't really trying to kill anybody in that movie, though.
Gosh, come on, man. I don't give a fuck.
Except for the black guy.
This nigga's like 5,000 pounds. Like, come on, Cap. Like, nigga, holding a helicopter is one thing. Right. Getting fucking hit with 5 tons of fucking fist is different. But whatever. The point is, he was outgunned. Yeah. He was going to lose that fight. So go ahead.
I mean, he wasn't even at, he almost died 2 days ago.
Yeah, he literally almost died 2 days ago.
He wasn't even at half of his strength.
Got you.
Like, at full strength, he broke a vibranium shield.
Easily.
Without even trying.
Easily. Mm-hmm. So what grade would you give him?
Oh, sorry, go ahead,
yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm convicted now. Because I thought I knew what I was going to give him.
You're going to give him an A+. You're going to give him an A+. He broke the shield.
He did, but I'm going to still go A.
All right.
That's close enough.
Yeah.
Not mad at that. I'm giving this nigga A+. I'm giving it an A+ for this reason alone. I got the vicious Conqueror Thanos.
Okay.
I got the Thanos that I thought I was going to get in Infinity War in this movie. The cold, calculated, like, I'm not fucking around with you niggas. Like, I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do. And if you get in my way, put hands on you.
He said he was going to enjoy it.
And I'm going to enjoy it.
Oh my, that line was amazing.
Like, the no fucks given Thanos, I got him. Here's the thing about Infinity War Thanos. There's a theory that goes that the more Infinity Stones that you collect, the more wisdom you achieve. Mm-hmm. The symbolism in that is, if you watch Infinity War again, at the very beginning, he's in his armor, his Conqueror armor.
Yeah.
He has a Power Stone, but then he gets the second stone from Loki, the Space Stone. When he gets the Space Stone, he sheds his armor. That's supposed to be a moment of symbolism that he doesn't need it anymore. He's becoming enlightened.
He didn't need that armor.
He's starting to understand, right?
He put them hands on the Hulk. He didn't need that armor.
No, he did. He didn't even use the Power Stone for the Hulk, right? But that speaks to the tactician in him. Mm-hmm. But the more stones he got, the more humanized he got.
I agree with that.
So think about
especially once he got the Soul Stone.
Yeah.
It was a visible difference between Reality Stone power and space.
Yeah.
Then once he killed Gamora and got the Soul Stone.
Yeah. Even if Space Stones, think about this. When Gamora and him have that interaction at his throne, he gives her a cup. She throws the cup at the throne and says, I hate that fucking chair. He walks to the chair, but doesn't sit in the chair. He sits on the ground because he just realized that she hates that throne. So why would I sit on the throne when I'm trying to get the approval of my daughter? The psychology and all of that. So he's like, I'm not going to sit on the throne. I'm going to sit on the chair because I want to have a relationship. Then he sacrifices his daughter. The first thing he says is, this day strikes a heavy toll. I lost my number 1 million and I lost my daughter. Then when he gets to fucking Earth and he wipes everybody out and Wanda kills Vision, it's no malice. He literally says, child, I understand. I've lost more today than you can ever know. I understand what you're feeling. The more stones he gets, the more human he gets.
I think I noticed that too.
So this Thanos, no fucks given Thanos, he like, fuck that shit. I'm finna kill all you niggas.
He's a true Thanos. He's pure.
Y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna make this shit back in my image and I'm gonna torture all you motherfuckers. Everything you love, I'm gonna take pleasure in taking it away from you.
That was amazing.
It's him without the infinities. Like him before he starts to get
humanized.
The wisdom and humanization of life.
Yep.
A+, nigga.
Absolutely. I don't disagree with anything.
I'm just saying.
I don't disagree with anything. That's amazing.
All right, man. So we got the heavy hitters out of the way. Is there any other characters you want to grade before we grade the movie?
Absolutely. Captain Marvel.
I was about to say Captain Marvel.
Oh, Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Amazing. No, I'm just playing.
Goddamn. Sorry, Danvers.
So I did like the fact that she wasn't overused in the movie.
100%.
Yeah.
Because that was a big
because she was missing.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate.
But they explained it, and I appreciate the fact that they didn't. She was the trump card that I was just like, y'all better not fuck this movie up by having her deal the death blow to Thanos. We just met her.
So I appreciate the fact that they gave Thanos the headbutt.
That was huge.
And she
no-sold that motherfucker. Straight WWF Hulk Hogan. She hulked out on that nigga.
She's like, what you gonna do, brother? Power Stone.
Yo, that was so... Okay.
How's it? That looked like Smash Brothers.
My dude.
Man.
Yo, somebody's gonna meme that shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, I appreciate the fact that, going into it, they say that she was the most important part of it, but I like the fact that even in the end credits for her movie, in this movie, she's like, there's a lot of other it was a trailer, excuse me.
Yeah.
She's like, there's a lot of other planets that didn't have you guys.
You're right. Makes perfect sense.
So hopefully, the way that they did this movie, I don't see her being the face of the Avengers.
All right.
Because she seems like she's more concerned of the overall good instead of just the planet's good.
Right.
So what did you think when she said, so what makes this time, when they said, what makes this time so different? And she says, well, you didn't have me before.
The same thing that Brody said. Well, nigga, all of us about the superhero life. Nigga, where the fuck you been?
How's it?
That's what the fuck I thought.
Why is the one person in the wheelchair that's going to say something like that? I could have respected that Captain America or Thor or Iron Man. Get in your hub around and shut the fuck up.
Because he's the nigga. It's not like he's Professor X. He the black dude that's gonna keep it real.
Who the fuck are you? He actually killed him for Rex.
Yeah, that's well.
Wheeling around.
I mean, my nigga, he kept it 100. He said what everybody in the theater was thinking. Nigga, who the fuck are you?
But then she said it. But what was your reaction to what she said?
I would have said, nigga, who the fuck are you?
I'm like,
you a trash. So, I didn't have a problem with it. Cause like, I agree with like, cause I know that she actually is one of the most powerful. She's up there.
100.
Yeah.
So it's like, she's not wrong.
I mean, she's not lying.
No. And I did appreciate the fact that she came in and tore Thor's whole fucking floating whatever he had.
Yeah.
When they said Thor looks like melted ice cream.
God damn.
Oh my God.
Nigga, can we get a gunshot for that shit? Cause that, I mean, god damn, Rocket.
Ice cream?
Oh shit.
Nigga! What?
Like, what the fuck?
Melted ice cream? Right
Hey, he did. Oh, this vanilla sherbet looking ass.
Man. I said that was hilarious. But
can I double back to Thanos real quick?
yeah, no, go ahead.
A++. I just thought about this. They showed a tactician of him. This nigga was outmatched almost the entire fight once all the heroes came back. So think about it. He fights Captain Marvel. He headbusts her. She no-sells that bitch. Right? Mm-hmm. Nothing. Nigga, you ain't doing shit. Mm-hmm. Immediately, he's like, fuck, this isn't gonna work. Let me take this power stone out, put this in the other hand, bop, gut shot, nigga. Yeah. Fuck out of here, right? That's tactician shit, right? Before that, he fought Wanda, Scarlet Witch. Mm-hmm. Wanda was wrecking his shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tactician. What did he say?
Fire the guns.
Rain, fire. He said, what about the troops? Fuck them.
What troops?
Yeah. This nigga said, just do it. Because she was going to rip him apart. That's tactician. He knew when he was outmatched, he immediately recognized it.
Oh, and he adapted.
Immediately adapted.
That's amazing.
Wow.
That's amazing. That's all I'm saying. A++.
What you got for old Brie Larson?
So I wasn't sure if I just don't like Brie or
hey, I'm with you. I'm with you. I don't fuck with
or if it's Captain Marvel. I wasn't sure.
Was the haircut.
It's Brie.
No, it was the haircut.
The haircut.
It was the haircut.
I ain't fucking with Brie.
I don't know. I feel like for her character, she did redeem herself when she came back through, and gutted, Thanos' ship. I did appreciate that. I was like, okay, you cool. But for the most part, I didn't need her in the movie at all. So I said to C.
I agree with that. Because if you take her out the movie completely, Scarlet Witch could have destroyed the ship.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anybody could have really destroyed the ship.
Thor could have did it. He did it in Infinity Wars.
I hate to say this. However, was it just me or did the whole every female Avenger seem forced?
No, I didn't know. Okay.
I didn't think it was forced.
I didn't think it was forced. But when I saw it, when I saw it, I thought it was more of a coincidence because I really did expect other.
So
it was a brush of fresh.
Everybody stopped fighting. I got your back. No, I got your back. No, I'm here too.
Yo, listen, I'm with Jared on this shit. No, I'm with Jared 100% on this shit because, like, you got to think about when it's a battlefield, it's just like all the fucking females converge on one space at one time to be like, she's not alone. She's not. It's literally the Infinity War moment when Wanda was like, "You're gonna die alone," and Scarlet was like, "She's not alone."
Yeah,
and so, but she just.
But the movie's so good. I let it go.
I give it a pass.
I gave it a pass.
It doesn't need a pass.
No, it definitely needs a pass for that.
No, it doesn't.
So hold on. Time out.
It'd be like all the men showing up, be like, "Bro."
So she just destroyed a spaceship where they rained down fire and they all shot at her. She got through all that unscathed. You tell me she can't just fly through these 5 people running at her?
No, because that took her. Okay. But this is the thing. The thing that I liked most about that scene was that even though she's this being, right? That she can come and destroy the whole ship, they knew that she still needed them. And she accepted their help.
Like I said, I know what they were going for. I definitely give him credit for it. It just seemed like a very...
It did not. It was perfect.
Like,
I loved it.
It literally took me out the fight scene. It's like, oh, really? So, but I definitely have no problem with the message that they're trying to send that.
What message? This isn't a girl power type opportunity that they're taking. This isn't a hashtag Me Too. We're all going to come together and beat this guy. It wasn't like that.
It 100% was.
No, it was. I don't think so.
100%.
I don't think so.
It was a message behind that.
I don't think so.
Women are just as powerful as men, which I agree with. So, which goes to the second time that they did it, it felt more natural. Whenever Thor gave this kingdom to Valkyrie.
Way more natural.
So, like, that felt like it was a natural progression of the story that she's shown that she's a better leader. As far as we're in the middle of the battlefield and every female Avenger comes up. Really? Really? Nobody was fighting?
Look, I'm not mad at it.
Everybody abandoned their posts?
No.
I'm not mad at it, but I 100% get what you're saying.
Like, it took me out for a second.
Because they were all women?
It didn't take me out the movie.
Because it was women?
No.
You thought it was like, what the hell?
It just felt weird.
Why?
No. Okay, let me hold on, let me back you up. But let me back you up too. All right.
Look at it. Trying to be PC rock.
100%. All right. No, but for real, like when I was watching it, it didn't take me out the movie. I was happy that the moment happened, but as I alluded to before, it was bittersweet because I was like,
right,
Widow's supposed to be there.
Okay.
So I felt a little way about that. But to Rock's point, that's really, really convenient. Like, really, like, I mean, it, like I was saying, just be like a whole bunch of niggas just showing up, be like, bro, I got you.
Right, Debo, I got your back.
Let's go. Like, we're on the same, like, come on, man.
That'd be like Craig trying to fight Debo, and every nigga from the hood come up, I got your back.
I'm
Debo,
like,
you don't need the back. You're good. I
Hold
promise.
on, man.
So,
but
did you see all the criticism for Captain Marvel?
No.
All right, so part of it, which I don't agree with people, because she is pushing feminism, which I agree with.
Yeah.
He's like, it's not enough female leads in movies. I 100% agree.
100%.
It's 100% true, because in the average movie, you probably only have maybe 5 or 6 strong female leads. That's not rom-com. If that, over 1,000 movies. So her message is 100% agreed. So when you're pushing a message and that message comes up in the movie, it's hard to...
It seemed like propaganda.
Well, it's not propaganda, but you know why it's there. So it was the way that they did it, great. I have no problem with the way that they did it. When I saw it, it's just like, oh, I see why this is in here.
It'd be like a bunch of black people just getting all together in a white movie for one scene. Just like all the black people just show up for one scene, just like, wait, what the fuck? Right? But
that part, that wasn't the whole point of the battle scene.
To me, the moment was powerful.
Like I said, I have no problem with the moment, but I knew what the moment was there for.
It didn't. Okay, look, man. It didn't take me out the movie. I understood it. I was happy they did it. I wish they would have put Scarlett Johansson in there. But that's just me being nitpicky. Okay. Right?
Okay.
Brie, if you're going to make that message, I'm cool. Make a good fucking movie first.
I mean, that's not on Brie. That's on the writers.
I'm just saying. Bring some life to your fucking character. Fuck them writers. The writers can write your lines. That don't mean that's how you have to deliver them. You're a fucking actress. Deliver the fucking line. Make me care about your character. Be charismatic. Thor. Who the fuck knew Thor? Who knew Chris Hemsworth before Thor? No, because he did his fucking job. Yeah. He acted his ass off. Loki. Nobody fucking fuck with Loki. He got his lines, and if you listen to some of them lines, they whack. But he deliver them a certain way where it's just like, I fucks with Loki.
Right.
Robert Downey Jr. was a fucking bum.
Yeah, in real life.
And he delivered.
He redeemed himself a little bit through Iron Man.
No, he did.
A lot of it.
He like 1,000%. But
3,000%.
Exactly. 3,000. But the thing is, Brie, like, my girl, we get it. Feminism. Understand that you have, like, for feminism, that means equality. right? And I said this last episode, I'm going to say this here before we move on. Equality is a special thing because it means equal. Well, guess what? Niggas make bad movies too. Men make bad movies too. Actually, men are more likely to make a bad movie than a good movie. Statistically, there are more bad movies than good movies. So guess what, Bree? If you are promoting feminism and you're promoting equality, we don't have to like your fucking movie because you're a woman. If you're a woman and you want it to be equal, we're going to say your movie sucks because it sucks, not because you're a woman.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Move on.
Anyway, we're not going to do this again.
God damn it.
But again, just go back to episode 68.
Shit, man.
You'll hear all the views on that.
All right, man. Trailer 3, nigga. Like, goddamn.
All right.
Last one, and then we're going to grade this movie, and we're out of here.
All right. So for the third scenario, this was just, God damn it.
The best theme.
So it's just the best theme overall for any superhero movie, not MCU, not DCU, just best theme to a movie. We're going to kick it up. Red, you want to introduce it?
All right, so mine comes from a movie that I did not enjoy. That seems to be a theme because I keep getting lied to in these trailers. But it's a movie that it was good, but I pictured it being great. And this theme, it comes from a trailer, so it's not like, like just a theme song or anything like that. It's actually a trailer, and it sold me on the vision, much like Iron Man 3 sold me on the vision. And so I'll let it speak for itself.
Oh my, is it really? Is this movie? Is it 2?
It is this movie.
It's 2, really?
Huh?
It's 2?
2 what?
The second movie in the series?
No, it's the third movie.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, what movie are you thinking?
Age of Ultron?
No, but that was a contender. No, Age of Ultron's trailer was amazing.
That trailer was hidden.
Good God.
All right, so
shout out to Marvel.
Let's see what your trailer is.
There's a storm coming.
You know what? This was my third one, but I changed it. I knew you'll pick it.
You sound like you're looking forward to it.
I love this thing, man.
I'm adaptable.
The movie I was promised.
What are you? I'm Gotham's reckoning.
Oh, he saved this movie for me.
He was phenomenal, man. He was phenomenal, man. The opening scene with the airplane.
Oh my God.
The fucking first fight.
The Fire Rises. Amazing.
Did they kill him?
I'm not sure.
Why didn't you just kill me?
Your punishment must be more severe.
God damn.
Do you think he's coming back?
I don't know.
This was supposed to be an epic.
Why would you run?
It was epic.
You should be as afraid of him as I am.
I won't bury you. I've buried enough members of the Wayne family.
Preach, Alfred.
You don't owe these people anymore.
Sacrifice.
You've given them everything.
Batman wanted the Soul Stone.
Not everything. Not yet.
That's a hero. Oh, one of the greatest trailers for a bad movie ever.
It wasn't that bad. I enjoyed it.
I wouldn't call it horrible.
No, it's not horrible,
My mother
but
warned me about getting into cars with strange men.
this isn't a car.
That was a terrible line. That line was terrible.
This nigga, man. This isn't a car.
That line damn near killed this whole movie.
It was supposed to be like one of those prophetic, like, awesome. No.
This isn't a
This
car.
isn't a car. Is it a Jeep? Is it a truck? What's going on?
It's an automobile. Whatever.
All right.
So my movie, mine actually was the themed opening to the series. So this was mid-90s when Marvel was fucking hitting.
Let me guess. X-Men.
Let's see.
I knew it! I soon as you said mid-90s, you said mid-90s intro, like, this fucking X-Men,
It
nigga.
could have been Spider-Man.
No, hell no.
Spider-Man actually was the backup.
Spider-Man had a dope... No, I knew X-Men.
Yeah, it was
This
X-Men all
shit
day.
changed Saturday morning cartoons
Hell
forever. Only thing stopping this goddamn show was Batman the Animated Series.
Batman was the backup.
Woo!
I had this, Spider-Man, and Batman downloaded.
Yo, listen, for black people, X-Men, the cartoon show, was literally talking about racism.
Oh no, that's what society for.
Right before, yeah, but you know, black gay people took it over trying to say, oh, it's about homosexuality. No, nigga.
No, y'all weren't even around back then.
Professor X was fucking Martin Luther King, and Magneto was Malcolm X. Sit down.
Oh, stop getting more than gay people.
Oh,
Back and forth.
I understand. Nigga, did we just shit on gay people?
I'm gonna go back a little bit further because y'all seem to have forgotten about gargoyles.
Was that a Marvel?
No,
It wasn't.
I don't think that was Marvel.
it wasn't. But I'm just saying, as far as being able,
It was Clutch, absolutely.
That theme song, Gargoyles might be the best show, probably the most underrated great show of all time.
Yeah. As far as being
Ash,
able
you
to
a-
have a legacy.
You a real one. You a real one, Ash. You a fucking real one.
Yeah.
I wish I had that queued up. But
God damn. Gargoyles.
I feel like I failed now.
Gargoyles was greatness, man. Oh my God.
Right?
Man.
That chick was
Who's the lead?
Was it the black guy? Was that him? The
It
voice?
was.
I've never been able to picture, find him.
Remember.
I can't remember his name, but like Gargoyles was
Gargoyles was
something.
truth.
Man.
That chick was bad too.
Wow.
That chick was,
yes.
that chick
I'll
was
just say
bad.
she had that body yaddy yaddy.
She was bad in
Boy,
the
she had good
90s.
hair too.
Yeah, she was Becky with the good hair, my G. She was Becky with that good hair.
Boy.
All right, move on. Before we get in trouble.
Boy, you get in trouble.
That
We
part.
safe.
That part. All right. Yeah, y'all are safe. All right. Grade the movie. This should be quick. And then we'll rate the movies all together. Like our top 5 Marvel movies, since we don't want to make this too long. All right. So for the movie, what grade you giving it?
Oh, it's the best Marvel movie right now. Out. Hands down. Even with all the plot holes, it's still the best one.
Yeah. And I've
So I'm
already.
assuming that's an A?
Yeah.
Plus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, for me, it was A++ to me, just simply because of everything that happened.
Yeah.
There was like a couple parts, like you said, that didn't really make sense. I was just like, I was like, but still, it's got to be A++.
So I'm gonna go A++.
Okay.
Just like just echoing what y'all said. It to me, because one of the complaints I heard was the first 2 hours are slow.
No, the first 2 hours were amazing. Get the fuck out of here.
That seems to be a running theme for most people, most of the critics.
The first 2 hours are slow?
Yeah, they say the first 2 hours are slow and build up, and then the last hour is probably the greatest hour in comic book movie history.
The time heist by itself, was amazing. The elevator scene, Captain America fighting himself,
right? And that happens around. And the second time I watched it, I wanted to time it because I heard that so consistently. I was like, well, "Wait a minute, when does the
what point?
Yeah, at what point is the last hour happen?" So the last hour happens when they get the last stone. They come back, and Nebula brings back Thanos.
I mean, from an action standpoint, I guess I get it.
Right,
but the
I
build up from the past 11 years.
First of all, I'm not. This movie is greatness. This movie is so great that everything that negative that I said about Captain Marvel completely gets omitted here. And here's why. No, for real. Because when you reach a certain level of greatness, you can start to forgive little plot holes because no movie's perfect.
Right.
This made Thor 2 have meaning.
That's what I'm saying.
And
like,
Thor 2 was garbage.
It like the care that they give to these movies that they're alluding to, and the fact that they make things relevant that should be relevant. Hawkeye should not be relevant. Thor 2 should not be relevant. Black Widow, for the most part, has always been irrelevant for the most part to the mainstream. They make things that aren't supposed to mean something. Mm-hmm. Right? This movie is without a shadow of a doubt the best Marvel movie I've ever seen. I have cried at Marvel. I cried in Black Panther. And
definitely.
And I got a little choked up in Avengers Infinity War. This one though just got me all the way. I've never cried at a Marvel movie more than I have at this one. This is without a shadow of a doubt the best Marvel movie in history. And I'm almost to the point where I'm going to say it's the best superhero movie that ever existed. I don't know if that's me being in a moment. Because Dark Knight.
You put over the Dark Knight?
And that's my problem.
I'm about to say, let's go cut to it.
And that's my problem.
Over, what'd you say?
Dark Knight, Heath Ledger.
Oh,
and that's my problem. The Dark Knight, Heath Ledger was such a tour de force in that movie. Mm-hmm. I'm struggling. So
I see.
It's like a 1A, 1B situation. I just don't know who's A and B.
It was. Hold
on, no, let's not even compare.
Okay.
Let's give Marvel his moment. Let's give Marvel's moment.
Right. Okay, go ahead.
All right, so top 5. No, what's the top 5 Marvel movies?
So obviously EndGame. Second is T'Challa, without question.
T'Challa!
Then Infinity War, Civil War, and Winter Soldier.
Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, that's a real good one. All right.
So, of course, EndGame. Then Iron Man 1.
I'm taking Blackheart away from you.
I'm
sick.
sorry.
That's sick.
I'm mad at No. I love Iron Man 1.
Iron Man 1
the original Iron Man.
Greatness.
Then Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
Then I want to say, y'all are gonna.
Okay. No.
Y'all are gonna choke me on this.
No. I'm with you. Go and say it.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Hey. Wait, 2?
2, yes.
Give my fucking 5 back.
And then Guardians of the Galaxy 1. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
That's just how I felt.
Okay, explain Guardians of the Galaxy 2, because nobody says that.
You said 1 and 2.
I love Guardians.
I can understand 1.
Is it only for the music? The music I give you a pass on.
I think I love the whole fact that this is a family, like a real, like a true family, like a what do they call it? Dysfunctional,
so
like multi-blended.
Sell me on Guardians 2.
So is the Cosby, but people stop watching.
Oh Lord.
Let's not talk about that right now.
But sell me on Guardians 2, because that's one that doesn't come up that often.
So when Quill's dad dies.
Right.
At the end of the movie.
Okay.
Oh, you're not talking about his real dad. You're talking about...
Right.
Yeah, I got you.
I feel like...
That was emotional.
That was I've cried. I haven't cried that hard since probably Set It Off. Deaths. Like, honestly.
There's a lot of movies between Set It Off and Guardians.
But I'm just telling you.
Yeah, you went very black.
As far as emotion...
You went very Marvel. And then she went very black.
As far as everything that had been built up...
The cornrows got you.
Flicking the cigarette.
Oh my God.
Such a gangster.
Man, but seriously though, like just the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
That death was so impactful for me.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Really?
It was shockingly. No, it was shockingly emotional.
Yeah.
I did not expect it.
I agree with that.
To be that way. And I think that's why I made it.
I'm not mad at that. That was an impactful death.
Yeah. Because I can see why, because you don't expect it, but the lead up to it with the sacrifice he's making to give up everything for Quill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then when he was able to be given the honors
at the end by Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah. That was the part. Like I was
waiting for that. Yo, Adrian.
I was good until that nigga said Adrian.
Yeah. Yo, Adrian.
I know.
We did it.
No.
All right.
Mick.
He killed me.
You gotta rock. You gotta rock. Go ahead, Chris.
All right. So top 5. EndGame.
Mm-hmm.
EndGame. 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 EndGame.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Fuck. I can't think of anything right now. EndGame. Like, all right.
Like I said, it's definitely it's my number one.
It's my number one. Okay.
My number one.
I didn't expect it to beat out Black Panther.
I never expected it to. All right. So before EndGame, I had Captain America: Civil War 1.
Okay.
I had Infinity War 2.
I think it's Black Heart 2.
I had Black Panther 3. And I had, I think 4. Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
And then 5 would have been
Iron Man 1?
Iron Man 1 wasn't in there. Hold on, I had Infinity War. I had Civil War, Infinity War, Black Panther, Winter Soldier. Damn, what was 5?
Thor 3?
It may have been Guardians of the Galaxy or Thor 3.
Probably Thor 3.
It's one of those. It's probably Thor 3, honestly. And then Guardians of the Galaxy would have been 6. Now I gotta bump all of them down. It goes EndGame. Because of EndGame, I think I have Infinity War second now.
Okay.
Just because it was a sync, you can watch those back to back.
You can watch them back to back. So I think Infinity War just leapfrogged Civil War.
It was just like one long movie.
Because of EndGame. So I got EndGame, Infinity War, Civil War. It's a lot of wars. Black Panther.
So you got the Civil War before Black Panther. And
my lord,
slavery caused the Civil War. Ain't that about a bitch?
I don't know if the Civil War. We might need to check your history because I feel like black people were helping white people
my ancestors
in the Civil War. Oh, that line, dog! You might fuck around and make me leak. But no, the reason I put Civil War over Black Panther is because Civil War was the layup to Black Panther. It was the alley because that's the introduction to T'Challa. So I look at it as a combo.
Okay.
So I'm getting my Black Panther and everybody else.
Okay.
And then the fact that Tony's mom got killed by Winter Soldier. I mean, emotionally, I'm just like
that realization.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck.
That was
they
a
showed
lot.
it to you the whole movie, but you didn't really get it.
Yeah. So that alone,
I know this road. Like, yo, what's going on?
That alone put Civil War over because I got that emotional payoff. I got Spider-Man being introduced, and I got T'Challa all in one. That's a lot.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Okay. I agree.
So then Black Panther will be 4, and then 5. I want to put Thor 3 there, but I don't know if it's a better movie than Iron Man 1. And that's my struggle.
All right, so EndGame, Infinity War, Civil War, Black Panther. Then Iron Man 1.
Iron Man 1 or Thor Ragnarok. One of those two.
Over Winter Soldier?
Ooh.
I lost Ooh. I repeat everything backwards. It's like, wait.
I felt that in my chest. No, because I had Winter Soldier number 1 at a certain point.
I know. Got awkward really quick.
Let me take that back.
Okay.
All right. Let me walk. EndGame, Infinity War, Winter Soldier, Civil War, Black Panther. That's my top 5.
Okay.
In that order.
Okay.
You got the black man at the bottom of this.
Oh, shit.
At least he made it.
Right.
Nigga, I put him over Iron Man 1.
At least Iron Man 1 was in my top 3.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like it was number 4, but I'm going to let you live.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. But that's all right.
I wasn't going to say it.
I'm just like, she said that pretty bold.
He said, I think it's his top 3.
Shit, man. Shoot this motherfucker. Like,
Lord, okay.
All right.
No free passes, right?
All right, man. So that's pretty much it, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Ash, I appreciate. That music is so soothing. I felt it. All right, so Ash, I do appreciate you for making the journey over to the podcast, making your presence felt in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Shout out to my man J-Rock for being on the 1s and 2s, for making the music happen. And
What's up, man? King Ave, I appreciate it.
Shout out to King Ave, you know, my G. He out in LA posing where the marathon continues.
Right. He been really Hollywood right now.
He is Hollywood. Real industry. But he industry in the streets though.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? He representing the streets. So shout out to my man King Ave. Safe travels back, my boy. And shout out to Marvel, man. Y'all fucking did it, man. I fucking did it. So
It's a damn thing.
it's your boy Young Rez.
Join with J-Rock.
And the lovely, beautiful Asha. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And with that, man, Speak Between the Lines podcast. 1,
2,
3.
We got it. We finally got it.
We finally got a 3. We're like fucking 68.
69 episodes.
God damn.
We waited 69 episodes for that 3. We finally got it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, Abe. She did it for you.